and we're going to be getting into it. AnimEVO BBTAG East Coast coming at ya. First match is going to be Omniscience versus Common Mob. We have myself, Bojack, and Jaidlyn on the mic.
Yeah, super excited to be here commentating BBTAG for AnimEVO. We have a really stacked East Coast tournament today, and I'm very excited to get into it.
Oh, it's going to be great. I mean, right off the bat, you got Omniscience and Common Mob. Omniscience plays 1,000,004 characters. Right now, I think he's rocking Sista Chie. Very, very good team. Also has Makoto in the pocket amongst other... Oh, going with... which team is he going with right now? Oh, my bad. Batista Aegis. Oh, Batista Mirrors. Okay.
Oh, wow. So, we'll see what we have here.
Yeah, so Aegis is going to be a very strong mix-up character with good damage as well, so we're going to see how Omniscience is going to start this impression with that air reset. He's going to be going back into it. DC going to be able to kill.
Yeah, Batista's a really strong character and works well with both Rachel and Aegis, especially with her long-range beam and the new 2.0 bit assist.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like, she's a very strong support character. Her damage is a little bit lacking, but especially with both these two teams, strong mix-up characters with, like, good lockdown. So all you need is just one of those, like a 5P or a 6P, and then you just get a party started.
Right, and we're seeing now what Batista can do on point for Omniscience, too.
Yeah, oh, and the 2C active switch, that was cheap. Double low into Orca mix-up, you get a free high low, that's cheap. And going to get the corner again, using that super very effectively. Mix-up started, goes for the overhead. Jumps the combo, JC connects though.
This is already a really intense first match, and we have so many more to go.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I also really like that. So, Omniscience as well, just showing like some nuance of this team. Using the Ford Super plus 6P, gonna be able to be plus on block and force a mix-up afterwards. Like, that is just so good. You probably want to push block Aegis there, but it's gonna be very difficult to really, like, either punish or even contest afterwards. We'll see how Common Mob can adapt. Really did not get game plan started as much.
No.
You really want to see Batista, like, flying around and then connect with a 5P, and then just start mix-up from there. Oh, but swapped that last second swap into the Aki Carbine.
Yeah, so this is a totally different team and a totally different gameplay style.
Exactly. Like, this is going to be double brawler. You're going to have to see a lot of Akihiko 5B or Corkscrew plus a 6P. You're going to see more Carmine 5A to really contest with the neutral. The 2C reaches so far. So we'll see how that's going to work out. Against this team, I'm curious how it's going to work out. I don't know how these matchups go, but it's going to be interesting to see how the neutral plan is going to be.
I was thinking about that too. Just because, you know, both Carmine and Akihiko really want to go in on a team, and Aegis and Batista just keep you out the whole time. So it's going to be whether or not Common Mob can get in.
Exactly. So we're going to see how to start with that J. Oh, the throw bait of the century. All right, goes to overhead though. Yeah, we're going to see the full route here. Drops again, or it's... I don't know if he's intentionally going for that reset or if it's just a drop, but that's a decent happy birthday. Double overhead.
I mean, Common Mob is definitely way ahead in this match than he was in the previous one.
Yeah, ooh. So goes for the Akihiko switch there. Sometimes you'll see Carmites go for the auto combo to get the health back, but the swap there is good just to make sure that you're guaranteed like first safe with that. Oh, but the super connects, no 6P to follow though. I just love the little counter hit jab, and now I'm gonna get into the corner. Body focus.
He had his full win meter, but this Batista, she's a spicy Batista.
Oh, absolutely. The super does not kill. It is an 18k character. We're gonna see how this is gonna work out. Carmine back into the game. This is a difficult matchup for Batista, but try to bait a mix-up. Oh, goes for the Bloodhouse. Just try to go burst safe. Doesn't make it burst safe. Oh, but instead use the assist to cover it. This is going to be really good for Common Mob. This should be a death Batista. Yo, on these sides, live it on a prayer. Does have level 3 resonance though, and it's decent enough health to come back with. Oh, the CC sandwich. But drops
really good blocking.
What the heck? DP!
Wow!
But the super goes through! Oh my goodness! The chasing! Oh, but doesn't connect it. That's gonna be game for... Yeah, this is gonna be game for Common Mob.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. That was an indie.
That was incredible. So that character switch went really well for Common Mob.
Absolutely, yeah. The Carmine and Akihiko just being able to pile on that damage. There's some situations where you can make it a little bit more burst safe or kind of war with health management, but overall, like the swap is just working out super well. And like we're seeing where Omniscience kind of has to play around. Like first, there's a chance that he just dies. It's super good for Common Mob.
Yeah, that was such an intense match. Oh, another character switch. We got Adachi Chie.
Oh, this team is wild. So the great thing about this team is the fact that Omniscythe, the other team, still has like good damage, but it's all about that mix up. He said Common Mob wants to go big damage, I'll go big damage too. Both these characters really high average damage, and then if you ever block an Azeodyne and Omniscythe calls that 6P, it's a free sandwich, and depending on the situation, you just die.
Right, and then Chie has the opportunity and the ability to just really enhance her damage, and if you get hit when she has, 1 or 2 bars of that extra meter, or the extra super, she can kill in a hit.
Yeah, there's also one thing I forgot to mention that Omniscythe did not go for this round start, is that they have a touch of death if you call an assist at round start, so it is a very funny team, but we'll see how Omniscythe is going to adjust to the Carmine matchup. Not a great one for Adachi, but you never count the guy out.
Right, definitely not.
That was really great two-way contest, recognizing that AZ was a little too high. DP, back in the corner. There.
Yeah, so both Chie and Adachi have...
He said, wait, no! Oh, but
oh my gosh, and then there was that damage. Yeah, that was the damage I was talking about. That was crazy.
Alright, but we're gonna see now Carmine it's still Carmine and level 3 Residence, so just start that block stream again. But drops it again! Oh my goodness. So we're gonna see, just force the block string, just get the EX wheels going. 5C was used. JA. That was a Yumi combo. Alright, connect. Oh. There we go.
That was so... Wow! That was such a fast round! So, Omniscythe takes... Well, now he's up too, and we're seeing character switches, crazy high damage combos. This is the first set. Yeah, this is the first set of AnimEVO. This is... Okay, just think of both the teams. So I think you stick with the Aki Carmine for the rest of the set because the matchups are great for against Adachi. Like both the players get to play, and Chie is like you get to force like that mid range, which Chie is not super good at. Omniscythe, I don't want to curse this, but I really just want to see the round start just touch of death. I mean, I'd like to see that. That would be amazing.
We're gonna need to see how this is gonna work out. With most of these situations, Resonance Carmine can always make a comeback. Resonance Akihiko as well just has such great damage, like off of just like an EX corkscrew into super is like 8k alone. So we'll see how this is gonna work out. Oh, just backs off, playing it safe. DP. Yeah, that's the sandwich we were talking about.
Yep.
Oh, but connects on the assist. Oh, this is huge for Common Mob.
Yeah, if he keeps this corner going, it's going to be huge happy birthday damage on Omniscythe.
He just goes for the safe route, just goes for the super there. Not bad damage. I mean, you have both characters, like, touch of death area for both of them. Powerhead JA confirmed.
Nice corner combo there with Chie. Just keeping him locked down.
Absolutely, the mixerization is coming in. Herculean, but 6P covers it. Another 6P, but...
Yeah, the thing with Chie is that she has so many options to get back in the corner. Even if you reject her, she can just come flying back in you and lock you down, especially with the Adachi on assist.
Oh, absolutely.
And he died.
That was great recognition from Omniscythe. Cross up, blocked! Common Mob with a throw bait! Oh, this should be dead.
With all of this damage, yeah, and the assist call into the cross combo, and dead!
There we go.
That was so cool!
That was a really good first set for this. That just is a good start for the tournament.
I mean, that could have been top 8 anywhere, and this is first round?
Yes.
That's crazy!
Like, just so much going on, so, like, it's just the antithesis of BBTAG. So much going on, and then just tons of damage coming out of nowhere, and you're like, okay, on to the next one.
Yeah, you just got, I mean, that's the thing about this game is it's so fast that, you know, you play it and then you're like, okay, gotta move on. You gotta get your head right for your next set.
Absolutely. You can't let one game get to you, so you gotta, like, keep rolling with it, because the game is very explosive. So we'll see how this next match is coming up. Yeah, like, with that, the Adachi Chie team is just super good, and with Common Mob, like, just really played that, like, as well as you could, pretty much.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah. And it was cool to see that both of the players were so ready to bring in secondary teams, or even primary teams, just to make adjustments on the fly, and, you know, make sure that they had everything going for them when they wanted it.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of flexibility in that match.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, there's definitely just adaptation. Like, you saw where you got the AZ09 6 peaks, so I crossed up once, and then Primal was like, never again. I'm blocking the 50-50.
Right.
So that was, but yeah, great adaptation and great adjustment for both of them. So now we're gonna see Aeon Crescent, gonna be Phoenix for people that aren't aware of the tag change, but up against Homeboy. I've never actually seen this player, but this team is very good.
No. Yeah, you actually just recently did an Adachi tier list, right?
Yes, and
like
this
for
is
partnering.
Yeah, this was Tempest and I streamed a Adachi synergy chart, and this was like top 2 Adachi teams ever to come to existence. This is super cheap.
So what makes this team so good?
Oh, okay. So the basics of it is gonna be, you're gonna see the at least Adachi point wise, the 6P from Narukami with Bzeodyne just sets up for easy, just a super easy mix up from Bzeodyne, and you can even do like AZO 6P loops if you do get the hit with an Azeodyne 6P. You can also JB plus 5P, JP plus 6P all connect and convert from the air and on the ground. You have so much going on with it. And a lot of the pressure from both parties is just unpush blockable because of both of them being persona based for most of their pressure. From the Narukami side, it's just mid city, but then you have to hold like +8 and then restart that pressure. So it's really a bunch of frame traps that you just have to get used to, and then you can always just call it an assist to make it forever. But we'll have to see. But we'll have to see how Phoenix adjusts to it. On the other side, though, this team is also mad good. One of the better Blake and like, Phoenix knows how to play this team very well, and this matchup,
right.
What I would say.
Yeah. Again, if you're not familiar, Aeon Crescent is Phoenix. He's not stranger to the scene at all, so he's a pretty good player. So let's see how he adapts to all of these great things that you just talked about in the Narukami Adachi team.
Yeah, and we just saw, like, actually where you saw the Bzeodyne setup from there, using that assist gauge to get set up with it, and then just going for the sandwich from it. Yeah, great mix-up air dash, but okay, it doesn't go for the full thing, but it's fine, because you're able to get this peak call in, and now it's back to neutral. Throw counter, though. Oh, was baiting the burst so hard. Cross slash. You get a combo from this, if I remember right. Okay, no, just goes for the D.
Gosh, there's so much damage. And Blake's out of it.
Yep, and that was a meaty 2C. So now we're gonna see if there's one character you can't count out for a comeback. It is gonna be Yumi.
Oh yeah, we've seen Yumi comebacks 2v1 so many times. She has so much damage and so much unscaled damage.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And plus with this, could have super canceled from that GC because of the resonance. Or no, actually, rather, my bad. That's going to be off of the aerial rave. Usually there. So let's see. Oh, but hey, Homeboy goes for the burst bait on a solo character. So we're going to see the adjustment. Should be able to kill here, cross slash. Okay, just goes for the EX car, and that's going to be all you need.
Yeah, Phoenix kept going for that, quarter forward C with Yumi, the icicles that broke, to try and create some traps, because if that does confirm, you can get an aerial wave off of that, which is a lot of damage, but that also, you know, takes the meter off of the table, and it seemed to put him in a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, like with I like using the icicles at times because it does force, like, it's -4 and you force a lot of space to where it is safe against most of the cast, but it does get into situations where you're gonna be put in that meter cooldown state, and then it's just going to be a little bit harder to make that comeback. What you really need to see is that we need to see, like, Jay with Yumi on point going for, like, the air projectiles, like the diagonal snowbird or whatever it's called, and to 6P. Because if you do double snowbird 6P, it's super good for this.
Right, yeah. Yumi is also, she's another character that complements a lot of teams and can be very useful both on point and as an assist character.
Oh, for sure. Like, her point value is super good. Probably one of the best in the game right now. And then you also have just the point value, which is super good, and then just goes for the normal route. Okay, just gonna be able to go for the cross raid, fakes the safe jump, 5P for the throw bait. Should be looking to call it a burst. No, actually no burst from the Homeboy. Has to hold the Oki. Goes for the fuzzy, but gets hit.
Oh, with the
yeah, with the aerial raid, and then great punish from the Homeboy, recognizing that you can just put that 4A right there. Cross up 4P. Alright, now good use of that 5B. Stone Clone? Oh, I did not know what side that they were going to be on it, but he Homeboy choosing to mash it. Oh, throw bait with the assist again. This should be a dead character. Yeah, goes thin.
Yeah, especially with double super.
Oh, yeah. You don't even know if you needed the double super there, but might as well make it safe and get a better DH or a synergy. The Homeboy, the contest, my goodness! I was not ready for the 4A.
No, that was really intense. I mean, it was brave, but it worked for him.
Yeah, oh, and the cross combo sandwich. Oh, but just DP it. Great use. Oh, yeah, no, only had the 1 bar after using that meter. Great awareness. JB clashes? Man, I love
It's such a fast clash, but Adachi can take advantage of it. He's got some pretty fast normals.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now we're gonna see ACO. But does it make the sandwich? Yeah, you just go, okay, yeah, that's one of the strengths of this team is that once you get started with CC, you just able to get to the, like, you just get to these situations where you have 6B coming in and Yumi goes for 2A or JC.
Yeah, and I liked there too that Phoenix waited to see if the Yumi damage was going to be enough to kill and then called in that Blake super at the very end, so that, you know, if he really just wanted to make sure it was certain he was going to close out.
Absolutely. Like, that's something you always have to make the adjustment for. In that situation, there's times where, like, an example of that situation, you don't even have to wait, you can just let it rip and it'll always kill. But it's something to note is that you want to make sure that you're keeping these consistent, so, like, make sure the Yumi damage would kill, so that way in another scenario, if you don't have the DHC, you'll know exactly what the damage is going to look like and how you're going to be, if you're going to be able to kill there or not. Some great awareness from Phoenix, Crescent, Aeon.
All of the things. Yeah, and something I was going to mention in the previous match is that Adachi has a parry DP, so if you're not paying attention that he started that, he can get such a big combo off of that parry DP.
Yeah, like, it's definitely something that it's going to make you second guess a lot of safe jumps. It's going to make you contest a lot there. Oh, but just a little bit off from that punish, because that the additional block stun from push block. And now we're going to see the Oki here. Should be jump back with JB and a 5P. No, actually doesn't go for the Oki.
That gave Yumi the opportunity to get out of the corner, and there's so much clashing between her and Adachi.
Yeah, this is the most I've ever seen Yumi clash with the JB before. Usually you just see that anti-air get stuffed. Adachi
Trying
JB
to
is
open up with that 2B. Oh, and there's that parry DP, and now she's back in the corner.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was a really good burst timing, because the moment you see that assist, you realize that the combo is no longer burst safe. Okay, activate the CC, just wants to try to get that neutral, but you're gonna have to try to lock down Blake, but she's in disguise, amigo.
Yeah. I haven't seen terribly many Blake matches, and she's just in the air constantly.
So one of her strong suits is that her aerial mobility is just really good, and especially for, like, in CC situations, you never want to be in the stage. So if you're able just to use her new additions, and where you're able just to use all of her air mobility just to wait out a CC, that's just ideal.
That was a really nice capitalization on that Yumi assist, because that particular one pushes the character further than, I believe that's the 4P pushes you further.
Yes. Oh yeah, great burst. Homeboy was not ready to call that out with the assist. Actually, may have been assist timer with the air button contest. 4P, perfectly timed for Homeboy. Cross slash, double cross slash should be able to kill here. Here we go. And now it's going to be Blake standing against the two amigos.
I feel like this is a tough matchup for Blake. She can do it.
I don't know how
a lot to go through.
I don't know how the Narukami matchup is. Blake does decently well against Adachi, but it's just going to come down to how you can fight the two instead of the one. Oh, but the Toga, but the airsoft, the 5B. There's so much going on.
What is this? Wow!
Wait, that crossed up?
I'm crossed up. Nobody blocked that.
Nobody did. Alright, so double Resi 4 comeback. Blue will be able to come out. Oh, the punish! Should be able to go for the EX slash. But okay, just goes for the Mazio dive? Does that kill? Oh,
no, it
barely.
doesn't. But Blake has no resonance, so she's just got to sit with this teeny bit of health.
Teeny bit of health, but Protect! Oh my goodness. Living on both sides. Who's gonna come out on top? EX for the plus frames, another one. Baited, but no punish! Trying to call out any sort of mobility. JP connects. The cross up, the conversion!
Whoa!
Aeon pressing. Taking it.
That was insane. And I was gonna, because you said, both players living on a prayer, and it really looked like Homeboy had the advantage because of all that health, but then Crescent came back and showed why there was no advantage there.
Yeah, that was a really like there's so much going on with this set and so much awareness from both sides. Like it's so good. Like we saw where it just the moment a common thing to note in BBTAG is that whenever you see the assist like in a combo, if you have burst, most times you can just burst it and it's safe. If depending on whether or not they have like jump cancels or whatnot. But so if you see them go to like a special into assist, yeah, just burst it. We saw Crescent recognizing that and going for it. CC activate though. Vizio, this is gonna be some mixerization. That was what I was thinking. Was not thinking it was gonna be a 5C schmix, but you know what? That works.
Yeah, well, especially because Homeboy hasn't really used that at all, so it caught Crescent by surprise.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the active third stuff Vizio, but instead goes for the Oki. Jump back in. Yeah, here we go. Alright, jump. Yeah, calls that 5P. Oh, was trying to go. I don't know.
It got both of them.
Yeah, that was a really good DP. Cross slash! Oh, that's a ton of damage. Actually, yeah, Narukami does not get counter hit combo from cross slash, but Adachi does. Adachi does. That's the biggest. No, but another DP. Crescent is. Oh, but this could be the start.
That assist was so smart because it let Blake just keep going in on Adachi.
Absolutely blue beat, but sandwich, the jump cancel, very smart play. All right, we're gonna have to see. I really want Crescent to find a way to get Yumi in. Ooh, I mean that's a way.
Well, okay, that is a way.
Oh, but 5C
curse or blessing.
Yeah. All right.
She can probably kill here, especially if she's in resonance. She can resonance cancel into super here.
Yep, this should be like 9K.
Is this gonna be enough?
No, just barely. But baits the super.
Enough.
Knows. Yeah,
nice.
There's gonna be a full punish.
Just throw the fan.
All right, but now any hit should kill. Ooh, this. Oh wait, no, but actually right now resonance timer. JB combos because it was in the crouch.
Adachi's scary with this much resonance.
Absolutely, get the riser buff now, so that's gonna be a ton of chip damage coming out.
Good blocking that.
Oh, but try to go for the buttons. The DP.
Just
throw
him.
Yeah, actually, because the DP active frames are not very good, so you're able to a lot of times just reactionary throw it. So we'll see how this is gonna work out. Both players. Empty jump low, very very good play. Oh, but try to go for the air tier, but no connect. 4A, just going for it. Swinging for the fences for both players.
Yeah, and this is good. Oh no! Good lord.
The deep. Oh my goodness. If Homeboy is playing with the cojones.
Yeah, and that's it. He took it.
Is that it or is that 2-2?
Is it 2-2?
There's so much going on.
There is so much going on. I apologize.
I'm clicking the stream just to see what the scoreboards say.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Okay, it's 2-2. It is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just this is bonkers.
I'll be real with you. Last game, I thought it was like over, but I was like, wait. This is ridiculous.
All right, we actually might be restarting the stream really quickly. It looks like.
So we'll see. They'll keep you posted in chat. Thank you again for tuning in. Yeah, Suju, thank you very much for the corrections.
Thanks, Kaitan. Appreciate that.
See. Yeah, oh yeah, he could have gone for the Astral, but it's such a weird thing to keep in mind, especially with like how the meter usage has been in this matchup. Like both players, when it comes to like meter, there's been a lot of just meter cool.
Too many of those. Fair enough. God, and this corner damage is insane.
Cross slash.
Super punish.
Alright, yeah, connects with that 5A, just gonna catch the jump start up. Got that. Alright, yeah, it looks like the stream is gonna be a little bit choppy still, but because the players did hit confirm for this last game, and now
we want to see it. It's 2-2 on both sides.
they said we can't hold it any longer, coach.
Yep, and once again we have this possible Yumi comeback, and there's the icicles into aerial rave. This is gonna kill.
So that's something that Crescent has been going for a little bit, and knowing that you're trying to maximize the resonance timer, and so you're able just to go for these like overhead low mix-ups. Oh, the 5B connects? But, okay, out of resonance, no super. Next hit, you're gonna get a safe jump here. Goes for the, okay, try to go for it.
Phoenix wasting so much of Homeboy's resonance meter, and now Adachi is struggling. And that's it!
Yeah, wow.
Jump C overhead. That was incredible. And Crescent takes that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna restart after... so this set is now over, so we're gonna restart the stream after this set. But that was an incredible matchup. It was really fun to see. Grand finals at Frosty. I was like, there's a reason there's like 18 Yumis here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We are back live, looks
All
like.
right.
Checking to see how the stream is working.
So we'll see. Let us know if I don't recall if it was choppy in the lobby, if it was choppy in match, but let us know if it looks good or not. I think we will be getting started here. Is Zentai versus Tempest NYC. Looks better so far. Good stuff.
Nice, thanks, Copeful.
Alright, so Tempest, NYC, Zentai. So I don't think there's much to be said about Tempest.
Right.
Alright player.
Alright.
Arc Revo top 8.
Yeah, he was... What was he? Second at CEO Taku, 5th at Arc Revo. Definitely not unfamiliar to this game. And bringing his Linnae S to the game. Two characters we've not seen.
So Tempest also won Super TSB and then got second with Blazblue and like such a strong player. But then the thing with Tempest that is it's funny and it's like a quality that a lot of like strong players will have is that Tempest plays like at times just random select. Like, if that makes, like, not this team is a random select, but like, okay, thank you for the correction there, Tempest. Arc Revo 5th place. Excuse us.
Yeah, 5th place. You said it. I mean, now we know it's right there.
But so, Tempest likes to mess around with a lot of different comps, like Yang Carmine, Linnae S, like Narukami Adachi, so many various teams. And this is one of Linnae's best teams, and it's a really good S. So, like, this is just really good to see. But Zentai playing the funniest team in the game, in my opinion. We're going to see how this is going to adjust. But Linnae, there's something to note is that you can't count out, even though she has very little damage, her mix-up game and her speed and the ability, like you saw there. Zentai activates CC, could not even get to play because of how strong the pressure was.
Right, and something about Linnae too, like you said, she doesn't have, the best damage, but she has tools like, she has triple jump, so she can jump 3 times. She has, a roll that can mix up your opponent and set up some really cool cross combo situations. And Tempest showing that he is very dominant in this matchup.
Yeah, like another thing to note is that Tempest plays a lot with Base, and Base is like the American player of this team. You pressed 5A? Okay, but yeah, great first though, and we're gonna see how. So yeah, that's just something to know as well, is that a lot of Yumi's combos are not burst safe. You have to go for like burst baits at times, or like save that 2B, but so Tempest with the right bait. But yeah, like mentioned though, like playing with baits a lot, Tempest should know this matchup like the back of his hands. See how Zentai will be able to kind of approach it differently from how Base plays it. Gets the air dash in, another great burst. Agriculture?
And that's one of the only places in that aerial wave combo that it becomes burstable before you can't burst out of it. So that's a pretty well-known spot.
Like, the moment you go for aerial raid, like, if they don't have the assist in the backline, you should just burst. Universal overhead, that was introduced this patch now to where that it just works on the entire cast. Should be able to kill here. Yeah, and because of the long 5A auto combo, getting the cross raid, great stuff.
Yeah.
Is the awareness.
Yeah, that was a lot of dominant gameplay. Like you said, he plays base all the time in this matchup. He knows the roots. He knows what those characters can do. Really, the only difference is here is it's a different player, so it's going to be how Zentai chooses to play this team.
Absolutely. We saw there, like, how it's a lot of players, like, I mean, obviously, Yumi Adachi is a very cheap team, but it really comes down to how you approach the matchup. And the way that Tempest is doing it is the way that more people kind of approaching it, is that if you have fast characters or characters that can control the pressure, or like, well, good pressure or like good mid-range, you just have to, like, not let them, like, move. You just have to lock down Adachi and then just, like, go for something. And, like, we've seen Tempest, like, even there, activate CC and then just stagger pressure into getting Adachi away from Yumi, and then just, you know, just free raid from there. And then just play that neutral game appropriately. Like, the Linnea's movement has by far been, like, the thorn in Zentai's back, but we'll see how he's able to adjust in this game too.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to pay particular attention to Linnea's movement because it is very, very fast, and those sword normals are a lot bigger than they look.
Oh yeah, her neutral. That was. Oh, okay, that was cheap. that was an example, like you mentioned. Like you mentioned earlier with the role creating good cross combo stuff. The fuzzy and it's burst safe. Oh no, I mean this isn't a ton of damage. Oh, especially if it's a drop combo. But 5A gonna be able to burst it. Yes,
and there's that crash squad again.
Something
nice throw combo there.
We'll see how this is gonna work out. S also is not a great damaging character, but just able to convert off of a mix-up from the Oki. Goes it right into super, and that's a dead humor.
Humor?
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's something to know as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whenever you have the incoming situation with Linne, depending on, obviously you can react to whenever they come in and then go for JC, and you create this free sandwich, and it's a left-right high-low mix-up, and it's super good. The key there is that you want to delay the incoming. Like, you want to mix up whatever you're delay incoming, whenever you're just regular incoming. The thing also about that is that because Linnea's triple jump, you only need to do like 1 or 2 jumps to get that height for the JC to cross up. So if you see that they're not doing anything, you just go for the 3rd jump, and it's such a good setup that Tempest has come up with.
You know, you mentioned earlier that both of these characters are on the lower damage side, and Tempest doesn't make it look like that just because he knows all of the maximum damage routes as soon as he hits a character.
Yeah, like, Tempest has on average been doing like 5k, which again is still lower, but the biggest thing in that I feel like a lot of players kind of miss when it comes to all this is that you want the Oki and the mix-up on this team is cheap. Because the moment, like we saw there, you saw where Tempest goes for the Oki, gets a fuzzy, it's burst safe, and then gets 5k, and then gets an instant overhead with S, and then just converts from it. Like, and then gets another 5k from there. Round start 5A though, can I get it? Goes for the additional round.
Yeah, definitely a strong start for Zentai here.
This is the first time we've seen the team play so far.
Yeah, you're right.
So now we'll see. Okay, yeah, that was really smart awareness from Tempest, knowing the exact first spot, recognizing that both the characters were too close, and then goes for it. All right.
That could have been a huge Zeodyne combo. It's hard to see what happens in there. Oh,
yeah.
It's too deep.
All right, gets caught with the that 2A I want to say is gonna be super far range.
Yeah, and Tempest's active switching has been so good.
Oh, absolutely. Koga, and then just gonna connect. Yeah, first safe because the assist call there. Cross combo just to be able to kill Adachi here. Just for this double super. Yep, should be. I think it's double single target. Yeah, this is super dead. 10k. Yeah,
10 with 2 lower damage characters, that's pretty significant.
Absolutely, that's the strength of this version of having a double single target super. If you go for the single target GHG, that's like 2 something or another, like I think 2k for Linnea and then another 3k for S, like creates a sandwich on himself though, and yeah, this is gonna be it.
Yeah, that was a very definitive set from Tempest.
Yeah, I mean, the man's doesn't make 5th place in AnimEVO for nothing, you know?
Definitely not, and also color game on point.
Facts, actually.
Yeah, you gotta win the color game and tag.
Absolutely. I mean, you got like so many to choose from. Like you gotta, if your team, if you pick a team and you aren't synergizing the colors, then like I don't know.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
So we'll see. Yeah, and like it really came down to Tempest knowing the matchup and knowing how to like just not let Zentai play, and that was the biggest thing. And I'm sure like I mean that's just like the nature of tag games, and especially if like if you just aren't able to get started, it's you're done.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I have a different. It's going to be Tactile Eastside versus Kyle Comics.
Ooh. Okay, so Tactile's a homeboy, Georgia native.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it. I was about to say he's one of your homies.
Yeah, no, Tactile is one of the local boys. He plays Ruby. He plays Ruby Yumi. He plays like Labras Yang. He's kind of similar to where Tempest plays a lot of characters. Tactile has a lot of characters in his arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think he's been settling on Ruby Yumi. I haven't played with him much 2.0, but we'll see how it's going to work out. I don't know much about Kyle Comics, I'll be real, but I do like this team.
Yeah, Mitsuru Heart is seeing a lot of gameplay recently. I was commentating a tournament on Tuesday, and we had several people playing Heart pretty well, so it's fun to see her making a resurgence.
Yeah, like, I know that she got a little bit of hype whenever she came out, and then I haven't seen too much Heart, but then very recently, like, we've had the likes of, like, Duck, you've had Sploogey, and a few others here and there.
Say. Duck was the one in the tournament Tuesday. It was the Low Kick Esports online tournament that they've been running. Yeah, Duck took that one with Heart, definitively.
Yeah, like Duck is a really strong player. I don't know if Kyle Comics will be able to match what he does, but it's definitely like whenever he comes to Heart, what makes Heart so strong is that funny glide button, and then you're able to, depending on your team, the way you can approach glide it can be very different. Like if you run like Naoto S or like characters with fast Ps, call like 6P and glide in, and then you kind of get like a dare I say, like super dash plus assist for Dragon Ball.
Right.
You get like, and then from there you get free high lows. You get so much so many strong options. Like with that character, Mitsuru's 6P might be good to force like the jump, and then you're able to staircase down. I'm curious to see. Also, Mitsuru is a super good character, but nobody plays her anymore.
Right. There were a lot of people who stopped playing her when 2.0 came out mostly because of the nerfs to Yuzuriha, which they're there, but they're not super significant.
They're sizable. The Mitsuru Yuzu team is still playable, like, and it's still one of Yuzu's best team. But like talking to Base and some of the Japanese players about it, like it's mainly the fact that like she's kind of like this version got no changes like at all.
Right.
So it's kind of like if you've been playing the same character for over a year or whatnot, if you get no like changes and the rest of the cast get the new toys, then it's like you want to try some of the new stuff. Also, like the meta shifts could be a little bit difficult for Tactile getting started.
Definitely. Yeah, showing his really good gun blasting sets with Ruby in the corner, not letting Kyle get his gameplay going at all.
Yeah, and this is something that Tactile loves to do, is that Tactile is one of the players that will oftentimes will just not necessarily go for like the Ruby safe jump routes, and instead just go for a auto combo, or like a combo, and that will drop naturally into a sandwich situation from an assist. But this happy birthday combo is kind of fire.
Yeah, that was. It looked like Tactile had dropped the Ruby assist in the corner when he active switched, but I'm not sure if that was on purpose, like you were saying, like he wanted to naturally let it drop for a reset, but it did not work in his favor.
Yeah, so Tactile, they're trying to go for the Ruby, like, because 5P will sometimes take the corner, and then you can go for JC with Yumi and Active Switch, and then it's just, like, really good, like, it's just, like, corner 50-50 mix-up, and it's super good, but then Kyle Comics recognized that that was called and was not sandwich, and then forget it, 10K on both characters, so now, this is still very doable for Kyle Comics. Oh, got caught with a 2A. Does this trades, oh wait, no, this should be dead? No, this is super prorated.
I'm confused. There was just so much going on.
Yeah, I don't actually know what started this combo. Does this kill?
Oh. What? That is... What?
The combo before Supers was 4K from like a full combo. What was the starter?
You know, Supers do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, like
so
that's the strength of having a single target DHC. It's just that 3K extra damage. Yeah, like pointed out, like 3K from Yumi spin, 3K from, or like, yeah, it's like 2K from Yumi spin, 3K from there, and then just no, it is 3K from. What the? All right, that was crazy. I was not ready for that to do that much damage.
No, neither was I. Especially like I was gonna talk about something about how much damage Mitsuru can do as a solo character, and then Tactile said, "No, you have no time for that."
Tactile just said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna get like I think it was like I think it was the mashed 5 because Kyle mashed 2A and traded with the 5, but regardless." Going back into it, now we're gonna see. Yeah, that's something like mentioned. Glide plus the goes for the but the burst. Yeah, just go for the jump. Gonna call it that burst, and now goes for the mid screen round.
Yeah, and Tactile's been playing Ruby for a really long time, so he's pretty good at these gun blast reset combos.
Yeah, Ruby was one of the characters that he used to win. It was Climax of Night with it like forever ago.
Oh, it does seem like forever ago.
Yeah. So now we're gonna see, there we go. Yeah, it does not have the burst available, and now you're gonna have to hold the mix up. Backdash, sandwich situation, very good stuff from Tactile. Cleaning it up. Now should see another backdash for the 4P. Oh no, just goes for Snooper actually.
Yeah, might as well kill off Mitsuru.
Good call, good call.
Yeah, just take the damage you know you can get. That Ruby assist is rude.
Yeah, it actually is so fast. And this should be another dead character. No, actually goes for. I thought maybe you could do something to DHC or like into Active Switch whatnot with Ruby, but Tactile goes for it. Yeah, EX punch
3 times.
Make it a 4th.
I love that use of homing dash in the air to jump straight over whatever Ruby was gonna do and just go for the Yumi damage.
Absolutely, and now we're seeing Kyle Comics. Oh, okay, but really good call for that 5. Right?
Yeah, that particular assist with Ruby that Tactile keeps using is very effective.
Oh, absolutely. It's such, like, it doesn't reach super far, but it reaches far enough to where, like, it's a strong mid-screen threat, and it's so fast.
Yeah, it's incredibly fast. Kyle doesn't have the time to react. Or, block.
Exactly. Like, it's definitely, like, especially with the situations Tactile has put it in, it's kind of like in situations where usually the player will either be forced to block the, like, just block and then hold the mix-up afterwards, or will, if, like, they try jumping out, like, it's gonna catch jump start up. So, like, great awareness from Tactile while using this 5.
Yeah, and something I think we should... Yeah, he's still in there, definitely. Something we should mention is that there are a lot of incredibly high-level players in this bracket. Players who are regular top 24, top 10s, top 5s that are in this bracket today. So we're seeing some really high-level gameplay pretty early on in this bracket.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know everybody that's entered, but whatever I was first looking at, I was like, dang, East Coast is stacked.
That's what I was looking at, too. I was like, oh... all these high-level players are East Coast? This is gonna be a killer.
Yeah, like, I remember seeing, it's like, I think if projections go as right, it's like Chop Suey and Tempest for, like, top 8. I was like, that's a top 8 match, like, in of itself, but that's just to qualify for top 8.
Yeah, just to qualify.
Great sandwich. This is, Tactile's, like, awareness whenever it comes to creating sandwich situations is, like, is like bar none. So good.
He really recognizes when he can get maximum damage from those.
That's something that Tactile has always been really good at with this game, and just able to control with Glide 6P, but calling it out, Tactile is showing the adaptation. Cross combo, just going for the loops with the 6P, but did not get the active switch against the burst. JP connects, the counter enables connect. Oh, but yeah.
One worked.
There we go, and now the Ruby 2B. Here we go. Gets the okay, yeah. This. Yeah, no, that's something like mentioned earlier. Tactile likes to call the assist that will whiff, and then depending on their tech option, will create a sandwich. I think there he was a little bit too far from the corner, and that normally would sandwich with Yumi, and then you can just go for like B Siphon and active switch. But that's something that Tactile likes to do a lot instead of going for like the very like the standard what's the word, like standard like safe jump stuff with Ruby, unless he's like forced to.
Right. Ooh, the homing dash. It is so much fun to watch Heart homing dash around the screen for setup.
Oh, absolutely, and especially with like a good skull behind her, it's like it's super threatening. Oh yeah, like right there, that was a really good placement on that 6.
Nice blocking from Tactile. Oh, punished the whiff DP.
Yeah, and this super dead.
Yeah.
11K.
You know, hate to see that too. Like, was it a panic DP? Calculated, you don't know, you're dead.
I think what it was try to do like an A special into an active switch, and then if you blink it too fast, you get AD, which gives you the DP. So that, speaking from experience, it's the worst.
Right.
So now we'll see. How Comics just needs this one hit, and he could seal the game, but so can Tactile though. Still 2 bars on deck. Oh, but the punish! And the confirm from the 2-way! Tactile closes it out.
Yeah, that last match, Kyle was definitely getting his footing.
You know, absolutely. Kyle definitely played that incredibly well. The game 2 was really one-sided for Tactile. Kyle in game 1 recognized the happy birthday situation, capitalized so effectively off it. Like, both players with their situational awareness was super good. Especially, like, going back to Kyle, right? With recognizing that half the time with his tech option prevented Tactile's, like, usual sandwich shenanigans, like, ridiculous. So great play from both players. You love to see it.
Yeah, especially when you know you're going up against somebody that prominent in the community.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, you're going against a champion. So, like, Kyle keeping up, like, great play from both of them. And yeah, Tactile gonna be seeing more of down the line. Just needs to clean it up a little bit, amigo. But speaking of amigos, looks like Dante Thomas.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just about to say. I gasped because I go, "Oh, Dante!" Dante, another very familiar face in the BBTAG scene, playing Adachi Narukami. This is the second Adachi Narukami that we've seen today already. He came tied for 17th at Frosty Faustings. I like to kind of look at what their last LAN tournament was, which unfortunately for many of us was Frosty Faustings.
Yep.
Sad day.
It's like Frosty,
good time.
Super TSB. I think Super TSB was the last one for and Anime Ascension. Super TSB was like right as like Corona was kind of hitting in New York. It was like right before the like, you know, people started lockdown and whatnot, and then Anime Ascension was the last one, I think, before like things really like quarantined.
Yeah, it was interesting looking through players' tournament history, and there's this gap in March and April before a lot of the online tournaments started. And shoutouts to every community that started these weekly, monthly online tournaments to help all of the players, you know, keep coming with these competitive matches and allowing players the opportunity to keep playing and competing when we can't really do that live right now.
Yeah, and like obviously, like, you know, whenever it comes to netcode, not every game has the greatest ones, but just being able to play it with some of the homies is like where it's at. So shout outs to all the people that have been running these NetPlay tournaments. So shout outs to AnimEVO for running this, especially Raph and Guzman for putting this on.
Yeah, and this is so far, I mean, it's been running really smoothly. The communication is fantastic, and thank you all for tuning in to AnimEVO 2020 online. I wanted to mention that there is a Matcherino code I saw it fly by in chat briefly, but if you type !Maturino, you can get the codes for BBTAG East and BBTAG West, and we would appreciate any of those donations that you can make.
Yeah, like just post in the chat there. Yeah, definitely. I mean, just use that coupon code BBTAG West 50 cent. I mean, all you need to do is make an account, copy and paste, boom. It takes 10 seconds. Sign in with Twitter if you need to, because everybody
sign in with Twitter, right?
So yeah, so definitely do that. Help out whoever makes it into this, top 8. I don't know how the payout looks, but we'll see. Just help out that prize pool. Get people those quarters.
Yep, gotta have more quarters, gotta play more games.
Exactly. But now I think Dante is being on, it looks like
BTQ Styles, who I know is here, so hopefully that will start shortly.
Yeah, so we'll see. But okay, so like mentioned, Dante Frosty Frostings, I think was like you mentioned 17th, I think.
Yep, he was tied for 17th.
And then at Super TSB, he got 4th, if I remember correctly. It was 4th or 3rd. Like really, really strong player. Very he has a lot of, and like obviously Adachi Narukami. He has Carmine, Dates Carmine Narukami. He has like a 401.
Yeah, he used to play Hyde. Back at Combo Breaker 2019, he was playing Hyde for a while.
Yes, he still runs the Hyde. He used to like Hyde Gord, and then now he's running like Hyde Narukami at times. He's running like Hyde, I think Ruby as well. Like Dante plays a lot of he plays just a mixed bag of teams. It's kind of like whatever. It's just like Monster of the Week type thing. Like which terrifying team is he picking this week?
Yeah, and I know that all of the Neo gang is hyped for a Neo Ruby team right now.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. I'll be real, I was not expecting a Neo in the bracket, but we're gonna see now. BTQ Styles coming in. So Neo kind of, considered not really the best currently, but whenever it comes to some of these characters, her air-to-air game is phenomenal with that JA, and then just being able to control some of the pressure is like really, really good.
Yeah. The thing, Neo is one of those characters, kind of like Linne, kind of like S, that has to work really hard for any damage that she gets. But when she's used effectively, her mix-up with the fake teleports and the fake jumps and things like that are very effective.
Oh, absolutely, and it's definitely it's something to note. As well as something to note is that Dante's partner, or oftentimes will be played with, is Copable, who is I would say the best Neo in the world. So he has a lot of experience when it comes to Neo, but who does the super on block? Not really what you're looking for, but so we're gonna see. Should be a dead character. Oh no, doesn't spend the assist. EX Gunblast? Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, but Neo was called?
She took a lot of damage from that. That was a lot of unnecessary damage.
Yeah, oh no. Alright, yeah, this should be death with assist. Yep.
And that was a very quick first round.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. The on-block super into the whatchamacallit, the accidental assist call during Mazio dying.
Yeah, because that's gonna, we've seen it every Adachi match. The Zeodyne just hits the entire screen, so you call an assist, you're gonna get caught by it.
Yeah, Adachi's Azeodyne is super good at just calling that out. It looked like he actually, I don't remember if it was just off of if Dante dropped the combo into the Maziodyne, because it kind of looked like, at least something that I do at times, which is a bad habit, is sometimes you'll be holding down resonance, which is, involves the assist button, and so if you don't die, then if you're not dead, then that just means you get an assist call, and then you just float. So we're gonna see how this is gonna clean up. Ruby on point this time. Okay, very passive dart.
Yeah, I like seeing that DQT Styles is willing to make adjustments already, because he saw that his initial game plan wasn't working.
Yeah, absolutely. And then cross slash, that's just dead Ruby. That was Solar Games done quick right now.
Yeah. Right. Which is going on, by the way.
Yeah, counter hit, and now we're gonna see here. No, it doesn't go for the assist combo, just instead just opts for the traditional stuff, and then goes for slide here to get some Oki. Wake up 5B, the champion! Yeah, that's gonna be another quick game for Dante.
Very good.
That's something to note about Dante. We recently have played, and it's just the fact that whenever you fight Dante, it's it's just some real, like, some guerrilla stuff going on. Like, Dante runs at you, and then you, like, Dante does, like, calculates risk reward. It says, what's the highest risk and highest reward possible in any given situation? It does it. And it's so terrifying to fight at times.
Yeah, and it's like, we've seen an Adachi Narukame team already from Homeboy, and the playstyle is completely different. Like, Dante's just ready to go in, and he's ready as soon as he confirms a hit to just be like, all right, I know exactly what I'm going to do for max damage here. Hope you're ready, because you're not going to get to play.
Absolutely. Dante is a specialist at letting people play. So now we're going to see how Hugh Styles is going to be able to adjust that. Doesn't go for the combo. Just goes for... Oh, no.
Oh, he checked out of the corner, but it was not to
Oh, no. Dante.
Is he using the same Adachi combo over and over?
It's signs of Jaywong. You gotta learn. Oh no!
The basic combo you gonna learn today.
Yeah, it's 5 AAA, and that's all he's doing.
That's...
Okay, no. Oh no.
Oh no. Like...
Oh, no, he's going for 4 A's.
Kind of funny.
He's kind of noticed. So DTQ Styles is definitely new to the game, and which you love to see new faces and whatnot. And it's just sometimes you have to learn that. Like, example there, Ruby died because DTQ Styles did not block once on Wake Up. So very toxic behavior from Dante Thomas. But in the words of Jaywong, while playing, I think it was Mortal Kombat 10, you gonna learn.
You gonna learn. For example, block.
Yeah, so that's just something to know. Hopefully we'll see more Styles later. Dante, fix that toxicity.
I was just watching, I was like, this is the same combo over and over. Oh. That was fantastic.
That's gonna look, I'm just if that was Capcom Cup, he's gonna start next bracket of losers.
Is that it? Oh no.
Oh.
Today on Relative News. So anyway, congrats to Dante Thomas for that very quick Adachi exhibition. And so now let's move on to our next matchup, which we are now in winners round 3.
So if I'm right, it's gonna be a few of these that look like we're gonna have on stream. There's Daze and Razzo, there's Eon and J-Rock, it's gonna be Velvet and Prince of Darkness.
Oh, Velvet I got to see play on Tuesday, so I'm really excited to see that match.
I have never seen Velvet play. Oh, this good one.
No, go ahead.
This is Daze and Razzo. So Daze got top 8 at I think it was top 8 for Frosty. It was like 7th or 5th, I think, overall. And super strong player. Sticking with a team that he used to make that as well, Seth 9. Very cheap team. On the other side of you have Razzo, who the Hakumen specialist in America, like one of the best Hakumens there is.
Right.
Very good Carmine as well. I used to play Hakumen Merkava, now swapping over to... We talked about this team a little bit the other day, actually, because I was curious. I was asking him, like, some good Hakumen. And he mentioned, like, yeah, Carmine is, like, really good for Hakumen. There's better, like, overall teams. Or, like, there's better, like, synergistic teams for Hakumen. But, like, having Carmine on a team is just, like, there. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, so... we've seen Carmine today, and people are kind of familiar with what Seth can do, and Nine has the element mix-ups that she can do with her element meter that they simplified a little bit from Central Fiction into Tag. But Hakumen, a lot of people might not understand how he works and why, he does what he does. Can you explain that a little bit for people who might be unfamiliar?
So, actually, with Hakumen, the way that he works is that he's a very slow, very damaging character who, whenever you slash a projectile, will create these little orbs. And so it's really good to contest, like, projectile-based teams, because, like, if you, say, like, Yumi 6, if he slashes Yumi 6-speed, he's going to get, like, all these orbs to cover the screen, and it's going to make it very difficult for people to approach from the ground. I don't know how that actually is going to necessarily apply against 9, or if it's going to be very viable, but it's a strong option against projectile teams. as well as his damage comes from most of it being that he forces these sandwich situations, right? And then he goes for this overhead low move, and it's a very slow overhead. But it has like aerial rave level scaling. Like that just does so much damage effects.
Right.
You could use it as a in a sandwich situation, active switch and just make it high-low, like left-right high-low situation. Same idea where then you have to block the low, and some characters get unblockable from it. It's so good. And as well as he's able, if you ever need to just cash out some bar to get that damage, he's able to special cancel his specials into other specials with using an additional bar. So like,
I dare you to use specials more in that sentence.
Yeah, like it was a very special sentence, but and for a very special for a very special character. So we're gonna see how it's gonna work out.
No, go ahead.
So whenever it comes to Carmine versus Nine, this is a very difficult matchup for Nine, in my opinion. Oh goodness! Oh, lost the combo though.
Yeah, Nine really wants to keep you away because she has so many projectile-based element setups. And, Seth is not getting to play. He switched in and now he's going back.
Yeah, this is a very, very difficult situation for Daze right now. Oh, but the blocks!
Wow.
Yeah, that was
not expecting that.
Oh, the counter confirmed from Razzo playing on point right now. Yeah, gonna be able to...
Carmine combos are clean.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna be able to get everything started with them. Now we're gonna see.
I love how much Razzo's jumping to avoid the ball setups from Seth.
Yeah, not only that, but he even whiffed a bun in the air just to contest the, just to destroy the ball. For that, Razzo's awareness in these, against these two is fantastic.
It is. He really knows everything that's happening. Oh, got hit with that combo. The grabbing, the overhead there.
That's very difficult. Okay, so yeah, it then just goes for the mix-up there. That did. I'm not even sure if that crossed up or not. That was a very difficult situation to block. This is gonna be another thing to know is that
that hit.
That hit.
How? The hitbox on that sword must be.
The weight was huge. So now we're gonna see how can Razzo control this, or will Daze be able just to get the hit and convert properly? Something to know as well is some characters against Nine, just once she gets the knockdown and is in the corner, she gets an unblockable that a lot of characters literally can't deal with. Razzo has a character that I believe can with counter, but I'm not entirely sure how it interacts with all of the setup. But that should be a super, and that should be game one for Daze. Wow.
Yeah, that did not go how I thought it was going to, especially with Razzo just being so dominant early on, but how come it did not play into Nine as well as I thought it was gonna go?
Yeah, that was just a situation where Razzo got clipped a couple of times with Scarlet Vein. And that's one of the strong suits of Nine, is that whenever she has that meter on deck, she can just check you for doing pretty much anything with the Scarlet Vein. If you super jump forward and didn't hold back, or right away, if you threw out a Carmine 5B, if you had to scratch your nose, it's just gonna connect, and then you're able to force that situation. But so great comeback from Daze, and that's one of the strong that just staying in the game, not letting just I ate 10k for a burst punish earlier. The block from Razzo. Every time, I am not ready for these players to be blocking some of the mix-up. It is insane.
Yeah, it shows a lot of awareness on both players' sides. They're really just staying right in the moment. They're not thinking about, what happened previously, except for this is a setup I might have encountered before. They're really keeping their heads in this moment and trying to do everything they can to overcome the opponent. Absolutely,
and now... Yeah, that was a great awareness from Daze, knowing that situation, the moment he activates, was not going to be burst safe. Misses the combo though. Kikaze does not connect. Ooh, and like mentioned, that was the ball, so Kakui got that flash off, and it was able to disrupt the cross combo there. Sandwich situation. Yeah, throw from it. No combo.
I don't know if he couldn't combo or chose not to. Oh, and this might be that corner setup that you were talking about with the unblockable with Nine.
So I think if somebody in chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but if for Hakumen, he should be able to parry it. So what Daze is doing instead is that he's doing like a DP safe setup with like the dash through 5P and whatnot. So really great awareness from Daze, and like Razzo had another great start and great defense, but just not able to cut it in game 2.
Yeah, Daze is really playing strong games here.
Yeah,
and actually we got to see Seth play that time, and that was cool. He's got some pretty good set setups.
Yeah, like Daze is like one of the best 9s in America, and like such a strong player. And then like he started picking up Seth. I think the Loni came out, and then realizing that this was pretty cheap. And I remember talking to Kubo, who's the Japanese Seth, at EVO, like 2019. And I talked to him about some Seth teams because nobody in America was picking up Seth at the time. Like there's only Daze who's just now picking you up. Kubo was like, he played Seth Hyde for reference. He was like, yeah, Seth Hyde really good. But this team that Daze is playing is like as he said for 1.5 was like top 5 in the game. Like this team is super cheap. And Daze making it look at the part with it. Oh, but the happy birthday! Daze!
But he's still getting so much damage.
Yeah, oh, and like mentioned, so there we go, like using the special cancel, going for it costs 2 bars, which is kind of unfortunate, but able to get 8k from just a random confirm. Active switch out, that's still a point, active switch, great awareness from Daze.
Oh, and now here. Yeah, Razzo's Carmine has definitely still been playing very clean, so he could...
Okay, 9 is dead. Yeah.
100%.
Get the full charge. Yeah, that's gonna be Summer's advance.
I don't know how Seth is gonna do with this. I like how Hakumen's tried to set up that parry, and then Seth did it back. That was great.
And yeah, with the assist call, this should be it. So yeah, Razzo on the board, coming back from that happy capitalizing so hard off that happy birthday. 11k damage, heal up.
That was really, really incredible, and I think that Razzo realized that a lot of his issues was coming from Daze's 9 rather than Seth, and once 9 was off the board, he's like, okay, I got this.
Yeah, like that. Great recognition, Razzo. Like this is high level BBTAG at its finest. Like great active, like knowledge of the active, great stuff. Like it's so great to see, especially like the strong defense from Razzo versus like the impressive offense from Daze, which will come out on top in this game 4. So yeah, just activate the mirror. That's kind of just to reset the spell gauge if I remember correctly. And now, okay, here we go. Corner to corner, knows the burst spot. Great stuff from Razzo. All right, you got to be able to set up the blood with the JC. DP safe. Oh, caught but not out.
Oh, he caught the Seth assist? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, try to go for the sandwich there, but a little bit too shallow. Good throw tech from Razzo. Great whiff punish as well. 5A not able to pick up. Seth is just too low to the floor. TC? That was a neck. Now Daze is trying to find his opening, set up the sandwich situation. Great parry. Do it again.
Yeah, nice
another one. Jake, Khalid, Hakumen going for another one. Try to go for the active switch setup, but not working out. Summer's advanced, but it whiffs, and now this is going to be a full counteract combo from Daze.
Do you think this can kill him, Hakumen? He's got 18k health. Oh, nope. Not if he switches him out. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a situation where that, like, well, if he had more meter, it probably could have killed, but it's just, you need a meter, or you need the cross combo to get Seth's, like, high damaging routes. Now, Daze is just trying to find a way in with it, but he has to be careful. All these blood puddles can be activated with the Carmine 6P, and then it's just going to be dangerous. Speaking of dangerous right now, it's the loop.
And that ball setup is just such... That was
such a burst. Wait, why did Carmine's burst whiff? Hello?
I'm going to have to go back and watch that. That was crazy.
And then the fuzzy setup. Okay, Daze.
Yeah, Daze is really showing... Uh-oh.
Explosion! Oh, and the incoming whiff! That's it for Daze! Whoa, okay!
Wow. So Daze takes it.
That's
not how I thought that was gonna go. That was incredible gameplay.
That was great. I mean, great play for both players, obviously. That was just an unfortunate, like, that was Razzo recognizing the situation, saying this is probably a good spot to burst. And then just Daze, like, the Carmine burst whiffing into the command throw, and to just, explosive damage into a mix-up, into an incoming mix-up, and that's gonna be it. 3-1, I want to say.
Yep, it was 3-1. And gosh, I was gonna say something in that last match about the explosive gameplay from 9, and then she literally exploded the other team at the very end. I was like, oh, you read my mind. Please continue. That was a really incredible set, and it's so fun, you know, in a game where we see a lot of characters repeated, some characters that we don't see as frequently, like 9, even though she's a great character, to see her, and then to see her paired with somebody like Seth, which seems like a very interesting pairing, but it worked really well.
You honestly, whenever, like, going back to, like, what Kubo was mentioning about, like, that being, like, a ridiculously strong team, at the time I thought, like, okay, like, I don't see it right off the bat, but, like, how? And then he showed me in training mode, and I was like, okay, you know what, never mind, this is this is cheap. But something to note as well is that if people in the chat or wherever want to learn more about BBTAG or whatnot from the guy who's just on screen, Daze, he did a few various video series about offense and defense, neutral, and BBTAGs. Definitely check those out.
Yeah, where can they find that?
I don't know his YouTube, but just search up BBTAG Daze guide, then it should be there.
Cool.
Because I like to watch a lot of the content just to see, like, if there's anything I could learn, or if there's anything that, like, is, like, something I didn't know about, or, like, just to see how he's explaining it, and Daze does an excellent job with it, so definitely check that out.
That's awesome, because there's, you know, it's easy to get into this game, but the skill ceiling is really high, and there's always something that you can learn from somebody else, because nobody plays the game the same way.
Oh, absolutely. It's a very free flow game. It's super easy to get into, like you mentioned, and it's just something like to get at a high level. It just takes like some knowledge of the mechanics, and then the way you apply it, it's just going to come down to it. And Daze does a great job of explaining that. Oh, another present match coming up. Eon coming up against J-Rock and Doc. So
yeah,
I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't know J-Rocket at all. But he had to fight, no, actually, so his first 2 matches were against DQs, so this is his first match he's had to play, so this should be interesting.
Oh, but we're gonna see what he's got. So, Elizabeth in this game is kind of a weaker character, but if you want the Captain Commando of the game, that's pretty much it, like, reference for Marvel 2, where her assists are bar none, but then you just don't really want her on point. But with Narukami on point and with Liz assist, you can make something happen. So we're going to see how they're able to go against Phoenix Aeon Crescent. Going to be able to set up. Oh, but the burst comes out. DP bait. Are you dead? No. Oh, wait. Yeah. Maybe. If the assist gate goes back. Okay, no. Just goes for the regular stuff.
Yeah. Because the it becomes crashable right at the end of Aerial Rave there, so he might have been just trying to protect himself.
Yeah.
Solo Elizabeth, probably not the strongest character.
Very, very far from it, but we're gonna see how J-Rocket can do it. Okay, good knowledge check from Aeon, and yeah, it just goes for the command throw, gas the whale.
Elizabeth does have a couple of really strong moves, like she has several command grabs, she has the super, she has her persona who can command grab as well, but that in particular makes it so dangerous. When she sends out the persona, she's vulnerable the entire time. If you jump over that, it's a huge problem.
Yeah, that's kind of Elizabeth's big problem, is like her lack of mix-up, and then her lack of safe, whatchamacallit, like whiff safe moves. Like 5A on whiff is ridiculous, and like recovery, and like same for 5B, so, and Phoenix taking full control of that and going in for the game 1 off those. It really came down to those DPs on Narukami, I'll be real.
Yeah, it did. Something that you see a lot in players who are a bit less familiar to the competitive scene is a lot of DPs because it's your get out of jail button. And if you're not used to being DP baited, so like somebody runs up on you and then blocks and you waste your DP, you're vulnerable and you can get hit and it's a big problem.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that was something like, even as a Yumi player, I always forget about the counter hit 214B and then just dash cancel and go to a combo. And so Phoenix's knowledge of Yumi showing right here. JB connects, that should be so cross. Yeah, oh wow, that was some layered mix.
Yeah.
Oh, but a couple of drop combos, American resets, but we got those with that 2B.
I forgot about the term American reset. I'm super happy. That's great.
Oh, okay, but getting the sandwich started, 2B but no combo from it. It can be weird to combo from counter hit at times. Thanos coming in hot. Alright, yeah, set up for the situation. Force him back into it. Alright, J-Rocket getting to play this time. Probably looking to get Elizabeth in here. You don't really like to see her on point, but at the same time, you need to get Narukami rather, a chance to breathe.
I'm surprised he didn't active switch there. He had the time to do it, and it would have gotten Narukami some health back. And he draw.
Yeah. Should be looking for
Narukami was just a little too far.
Yeah, there you go. Swap back in. It's gonna come down to health management. Going in right there. Very good stuff. Try to go for the win card with 6P, but it's not work out due to the fact that it's in the air. You gotta take him to the corner, recognize the first safety.
Oh, and just wake up grab.
Yeah, I mean that. Whenever you expect the player to just sit there, just say, hey, forget it. If you're trying to... Aeon has 5 bars. He's looking to push block something, so just go for the throw.
Right, and we said before that Blake has a hard time solo, but we've seen how Aeon plays, and he has a very strong solo Blake.
Yeah, like, Aeon has been playing this character for... The 2B connect! Okay, that was crazy.
That was so intense.
Alright, now he's gonna be able to get the mix-up. Why? Okay, yeah, there was no move there, but I did not block it. And great neutral from Aeon getting connected to that 5B, and that's gonna be another game. So we got J-Rocket play a little bit more there, but it's just gonna come down to like the danger of that solo Blake with all that bar to create those like unseeable mix-ups.
Yeah, and Aeon does a really good job with Blake of setting up the shadow clones to kind of, mask the vision of what's going on. And he's like, I don't know if some people are seeing how fast he's throwing out the clones to just be like all of a sudden there's 5 more things to navigate on the screen.
Yeah, because that's something like Mitch with the clones is that the fact that with Blake you're able to just use that mobility and then like oh no, cross combo.
Was that a reset too? Oh dear.
It was a drop combo, but now we're gonna see the punish. Oh, but the pushback because it was on block and on hit. And the EX hard to get back in. Okay, well J-Rocket's gonna be this is gonna be some Bon Jovi round. Will he be able to pull it off? Great knowledge on the Yumi matchup there. Troy goes for the throw, but a decent stray on.
Just do it again.
He's gonna do it again!
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's like Dante Thomas levels of disrespect! Just DP!
Okay,
what is this? So, things that we're learning to do are block.
You gotta learn!
We're trying!
Oh, very, very entertaining set. That was a great set for both players. That was just like Phoenix had the in all honesty the room to make those errors because of the situation that they're in. It was like, okay, even if you DP punish, you're like you still have like a full health Blake and you're gonna have like a fairly low Yumi, but you still have the ability to make this comeback. And then just goes for it. I mean, like it's some of the DPs though, like they work. Like especially if you're like it's the classic thing of like, why would I tech the throw when I could?
Yeah, and the thing with Yumi's DP is that it's not particularly big. You have to be right next to the person for it to work. So the fact that it worked not once, not twice, but 3 different times is pretty impressive, actually.
And the fact that it caught Liz's backdash to close out this set, that was unfortunate. But
Agreed.
That was very, very good play. So now we're gonna see. So Tactile and Phoenix are gonna be playing it out for top 8 soon. We also now are going to see what looks to be Insane Volt Boy.
This is Velvet, just so you know.
Okay, this is Velvet. And then they're going to be playing Prince of Dark. So...
Yeah, so Velvet, he's from Missouri, and he played in the low kick tournament on Tuesday. Played Yang Labris there as well. Really interesting team, and I think he was playing Labris Point, so using a lot of those chain setups for the high-low mix-up that you can get after you throw out the chain, and then had this like Anchor Yang that kept just 5B'ing her way to victory.
Yeah, like I've fought Tactile with this team, and I could definitely say this is I don't know if it's one of the better Yang teams. It's definitely one of the better Labris teams. Actually, Puri also plays this team, so it's a very common Labris team. So
so does
really
RCB FGC.
Yeah, So this is a very common Labris team, and it's very strong. Like mentioned, using the chain knuckle plus 6P to really close into the neutral, and then Yang is able just to force the mix up. You can also just do chain knuckle into high-low, and then call it assist there if you want to do that and spin the assist gauge. Like, Yang on point. Yang able to do call Labris 6P and then just go for the shoulder tackle for neutral skip situations. Like, it can be very dangerous, because then off of if you go for the overhead, then you still combo from the 6P, and then if you go for the high, the 6P just makes it more plus. So, it's just super good.
Yeah, and the thing, in case people are unfamiliar with Labris, because she doesn't see a lot of tournament, well, I haven't seen her much in tournament, it's been fun to see her twice this week, is she has an axe meter, which is brought over from Persona 4 Arena, and the more damage she does to someone, this axe meter grows. The more the axe meter grows, the more damage she does. It does gradually decrease if she stops hitting or if she gets hit. So if she gets into, if we start saying green axe, red axe, you know she's doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, and many like knowledgeable Labris players are going to be able to just recognize, like, there's so many combos with this character solo that you can go from green to red axe immediately and then get OP from.
So this is Dippy-kun. So Dippy-kun, I didn't know his Smash GG name. So he's been part of the scene for a while, plays some really interesting teams, for example, Merkava Jin.
I know Dippy from CF. I have not seen him play tag that much, so we're going to see how it's going to work out with... Merkava Jin is actually like a solid team, like a solid enough team. Like... being able to glide into with a 6P behind, like just go glide JA with a 6P to come in, and then you're able to run up and force the JC instant overhead or just go for low. Like, it's actually a really good team. If I remember right, Clover used to play this team.
Yeah. And Jin got some nice buffs in 2.0. His DP used to be probably arguably one of the worst in the game prior to 2.0, because it was just straight up in a very narrow hitbox. And now it has the straight up and the outward movement as well, which can catch people by surprise if they're not used to it. Really, he has got some decent air setups as well, which I think Merkava can capitalize on. I can see there being some nice active switch combos in there too.
Yeah, and like another thing about one of the Jin changes, I think with talking to Faye about it, I think the biggest change they got was that they changed his JB to the CFJC, which is like that very long horizontal soar normal, which is so good for neutral.
It's so good.
So we're gonna see how Dippy is gonna handle Velvet in this match once Dippy hits that X button on his controller of choice.
Controller of choice, be it stick or pad.
A stick, a pad, a cross-up, or hitbox, whatever it may be, press the ready button.
Please.
Alright, so now we're going to see how this is going to work out. I want to see, usually I see, I'm curious, I don't remember which one you usually see, if it's Labris or Yang point. Both characters have strong point values, and I feel like it can probably depend on matchup. We're going to see how the player is able to handle Dippy.
Yeah. I have not heard Labris's English voice. I was warned about it, but that is pretty spectacular.
No, I love it. It's got the Boston accent. I can't.
That was... What is that? And we have Spider-Man Rakava.
Oh yeah, this is a battle in downtown New York we got going on. Oh, but DP
really
punish.
Is.
Oh yeah, this should be a red X route. Oh, but drops it. 6P gonna connect, but only on the assist.
Yeah, Velvet's pretty safe here.
Yeah, now we're gonna see repeat into that 2A. And yeah, now we're gonna see. Oh, but they called the assist a little early. He's not gonna be able to get the burst punish. 2B whiffs.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal for Dippy-kun.
Yeah. The spaghetti arms going, gets 7k off it. It is cost 4 bars, and it's a little early for the thing, but you like to see it still. Ooh.
Yeah. If Velvet hadn't crashed there, he probably would have lost Labras, and that would have been really disadvantageous for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Does not get the combo from the 2C though. Calling the 4P very... you really need to see Jin on the point now, because the Merkava is bleeding.
He is, and he doesn't have a lot of red health to recover anyway, so Dippy is playing a very risky game here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're burning.
Yeah, I burn now, so that 5A is going to be incredibly active. Great hitbox on it. Oh, but tags in to drop the combo, though. EX hands with the 4P, doesn't connect with the 4P, and Glide's going to connect.
I can't believe that Dippy has kept Merkava in this long.
Yeah, I have not seen a thought of active twitching. Oh, but the burst in the moment.
Oh, it's such a punish.
Yeah, this is big, and this should be a super or resonance. Yeah, there you go.
Toga.
For
Jin.
Yeah, and then just that 5P going.
As a Jin player, I approve of that Toga.
Oh, absolutely. It's just neutral is happening, just neutral check.
Does Jin have meter? If yes, Toga.
Mm-hmm. Remember whenever that super did so much chip damage in resonance?
Those are the days.
It still does the decent amount still resonance 4, but yeah, you can't. The old days of what was it, Evo 2018 with this game, and then just the Jin mirrors on stream where just both of them were just letting it rip one at a time and just having one health each.
That was a time, man. That was a time.
It was
so still actually like. Beyblades let it rip. Top Beyblade commentator right here.
It's so fun. But so now we're gonna see game 2. Dippy still showing a very strong Merkava, just to like glide in with and then using the assist. We should be seeing more 6P in my opinion, but we still still making it work. But at the same time, we're seeing where Velvet is getting caught out a lot from just glide or like holding forward at times. See.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, too, how familiar Velvet is with a Merkava matchup, because in Merkava you saw a lot of games in play 1.5.
Oh, dropped again. Oh, but you're gonna be able to convert this time. Yeah, it goes for the Jace. Guillotine.
And has that red axe, too. He's doing a ton of damage here.
Oh, a nice jump block from Dippy. Oh, and the 2B to call out the fake safe jump. Oh, but then 2B gets called out by the super.
Yeah, if you're at the right angle, that super does so much damage.
P connects, saves just a little bit. JB gonna fall into it, and then just gonna be able to get the corner here. Set up. Oh yeah, try to go for a command throw, but nice anti-air. Velvet catching on, and the combo. Oh, drop the Velvet. Velvet dropped the guillotine into the assist, but we're gonna see. Still has the room to do that though, because yeah, that's a dead Merkava, and now it's a no like Jin.
That hit is so much more than I thought it was going to. Good lord!
that is so far up.
That was crazy.
Oh,
they're hilarious together.
Yeah, this is a very fun team.
That was a really gross sandwich situation. Like, how are you... The thing with Labras is that axe is so big, sometimes it's hard to tell if you're going to be hit, you know, high, mid, or low, so you don't know where to block. And then with Yang on the other side, you're like, what do I do?
Yeah, and especially depending on your character, like, depending on how the sandwich situation is, depending on the character, if you react to guillotine with DP, if they swap back, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, does Jin's hitbox for DP have that backwards hitbox? So I think that can be an answer for that type of situation. But it's hard to say.
I think it sometimes depends. Let me look that up, because that's a really good question.
Yeah,
because that could be a very good situation for him. for Dippy.
Yeah. Okay, it does have a backwards hitbox square to low tad. So yeah, so that means that those situations, like the DP will be able to kind of contest the sandwich, but if you don't DP on reaction, then your DP gets red X slappers. So that's, as the BBTAG announcer says, good luck.
Right.
So now connect to the 4P on the assist for an assist. Oh wow, active switches, and that's just that's a combo.
The red X is flat. This is going to be so much damage.
Oh, connects on Merkava only though. Oh, but Koga connects. Still on red X. It should be a dead Jin.
Yeah, unless he drops it?
Yeah, that maybe going for
the
that
was a nice snowflake to catch Yang assist.
Oh, he did. Alright, yeah, should just be a combo. Should be able to get you. Oh no, just barely off, but able just to get these double super. Yeah, this is gonna be it.
Gosh, that Yang damage is still so strong.
Yeah, and I was not ready for how like far the Labyrinth Axe actually like hits for those air combos, because that entire Happy Birthday, like Merkava was like a magic pixel away from falling out of it.
He was, I mean, just on the very edge of that combo. It was actually incredible how Velvet was able to keep Merkava in there.
Yeah.
Somebody says in chat that Labra's JB is huge. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with the statement.
Yeah, so Pure's team showing here with Velvet, and just Velvet's playing it really well, and it showed the game one we saw where Velvet was not ready for Dippy style of play, like a lot of glide, a lot of 4, like not as many 6Ps to like glide for mix up, but more so like just saving Jin for just calling that 4P. So we're gonna see how the adaptation is against the new team, Izayoi Yumi.
So Izayoi Yumi is very different from Merkava Jin. Izayoi has a lot of cool mix-ups that she can do in the air where she can land behind you, and if you're not prepared for that, it can really catch you off guard. And I feel like with if you're playing Izayoi Point, the Yumi assist can help you capitalize into a cross combo with that too.
Yeah, like this is gonna be a team. You have the universal OS for Izayoi Safe Jump, which I mean it is a little bit harder on net play, but it could be something we're gonna be seeing out from Dippy. And then just having with Izayoi Point, the 6P is super nice. The 5P for lockdown is great. You're able to confirm from a hit. Like it's a very good team. I don't know if it's like for bestie, but connects, but no assist punish for the burst there.
Oh, they waited, and that 2B from Yumi was really nice.
Oh no! Velvet has not landed that link yet, but lands
another Happy Birthday with Labras.
Oh, should be looking to good burst. Anti-air 2B. It's the EX Guillotine. This should be a dead Izayoi because goes for the cross combo here.
Yeah, he's got 3 bars. He's got super to confirm if he needs to.
Yep, and oh wow, just barely.
Wake up, 5C! What is gold?
Alright.
5C.
I was not. Alright, and now we're gonna see, should be looking to burst here again. Yeah, this is entirely burstable. Not anymore though. It is just another situation of what next hit kills.
Oh, no, gets him. I really wanted to see another 5C, I'm not gonna lie.
If the second wake up 5C worked out, I don't know what was gonna happen. EX teleport across it for the reset, very nice stuff. And now Dippy's still in there though, but I guess Yang, as I say that, Yang runs up, hits that 5A. Hits the 5A, and that's the set.
That was a really fun match to get to watch. I really thought at first, Dippy played such a strong game 1 with the Merkava Jin. The mix-ups were good, he was leaving Merkava in there for so long, it was a sketchy situation, and Velvet was like, download complete.
Yeah, like,
we're good.
After the first game, Velvet kind of just like, looked back on it just like, okay, if I just anti-air, because Dippy was not doing the 6P. You want to throw the 6P in there because it allows for, if you 6P and then glide, they enforce like the glide, like if they anti-air glide and they don't jump cancel, the 6P is gonna connect. if they don't, like, and then they just have to block it out. So then, or like get hit by it. If they jump cancel it, they have to block it out, and then you're blocking Merkaba. And given the situation, possibly error blockable with the D. And it's just super strong for neutral in this situation. Dippy was not using that as much. So, so whenever Velvet looked back at it, just said, I can just anti-air. There's no like threat to follow up here. So we did that, and then just showed for a few games. The anyway, UE swap did not work out as well as we'd like to see, but that's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah, and I just got really excited because Velvet is going to face Risky Sweep in winner's quarterfinal. Risky Sweep, super cool dude, also known as John Hurst. He's a fellow BBTAG commentator, and I got to commentate when we were doing, in-person tournaments, that weird thing we used to do. Yeah. December, I had commentated a tournament with him, and he plays a pretty fun team as well. I don't know if it's changed, so I don't want to, mess that up. But he's a super cool dude. Shout-outs to commentators who also play.
Facts.
Like, all of us. Let's be real.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you gotta play your game if you want to commentate. Let's be real. Like, but next on stream though, we have another labyrinth. Good luck, little duck. I need to see that. But,
yeah. Somebody goes quack time. That makes me really happy. Quack time. Yay. Duck we were talking about earlier for his heart, but let's also talk a little bit about his Labrys.
America's Labrys, I'll say it. I'll be the one. Like, Duck has been playing Labrys since, I want to say, since launch. Like, well, not launch, but since she's been added to the game. Like, immediately picked her up, and I don't remember the old team that he was running with Labrys, but then now with Heart coming out, been running this team as well as, like, I think, like, Heart Akatsuki and Labrys Akatsuki, like, just such a strong player. And I don't remember what he got at CEO Talk.
I don't have CEO Taku down. I know he tied for 17th at Frosty. But, like, when I was making notes of characters he plays, it's Heart, Akatsuki, Labrys, Linne. Oh, yeah. So the cast. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he has, like, 4 or 5. He has 4 or 5 characters that he can kind of rotate and put onto any a team. And, like, Duck is super versatile. So yeah, 17th at Frosty. I know he got top 24 at...
I am checking right now.
At least top 24 at Frosty's. I remember, like, seeing him play against, I think it was Clover or somebody else, and watching it with Arm, and we were just like, yeah, Duck's kind of cheap. Like, seeing some of the stuff that he's doing, we were just like, yeah. Duck is...
he tied for 17th at CEO Taku as well. He lost to LTL.
Gotcha. I mean, that's a respectable loss.
Yeah, like, I mean, LTL was playing a really strong team at the time, so... And was a very strong player at the time.
And also still made, like, a few months later at the same Frosty Faustings, LTL got, like, I think 3rd or 4th. Like,
yeah,
that upper side of top 8, sure.
Yeah, it was definitely upper side of top 8, so, when you can't, like, hate it when you lose to a really strong player.
Oh, no, absolutely.
I mean, you can, but...
Yeah, you could say, dang it, but then also at the same time, well, like, sometimes it just be like, but... Duck will be facing Dr. Boomer players, so... And unless this is Dr. Bad Player, I don't know who this is. If this is Dr. Bad Player, it should be like Mika Wald, if I remember correctly. But
I am gonna check it out.
It is Dr. Bad Player.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
So
Florida guy?
Yeah, last I've seen of Dr. Bad Player, it was Mika Wald or something along those lines. So we'll see how this really works out between Duck once they get into the room.
Yeah, so I was just like really quick pulling up Dr. Boomer Player, Dr. Bad Player's stats. Been around for a while. 33rd at the Fates Crossing Michigan Masters Memorial, 61st at Arc Revo. Let's see, 65th at CEO Taku. Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely a solid player overall. I think we played in the team tournament for CEO Taku, and yeah, if it was, then yeah, it was Mika Wald, and that was he's a solid player, but we'll have to see how he can handle the Duck.
Yeah, I'm really not familiar with the with how Mika Wald would play into Heart, especially Duck's Heart in particular.
Yeah, okay, so there is Mika Wald. So yeah, I don't know how this matchup goes. Mika Wald is like super cheap, actually. This team is mad good, and Dr. Bad Player knows how to run it. So we'll see. There's a lot of like just strong neutral interactions with Mika Point, and then calling Wald 6P, and then just getting rockets to like Mika Missile to create a sandwich, like free sandwich that you just get high, low, left, right. Like the Duck's gonna need some luck, but Duck's also a mad good player, so we'll see how these two run it out in the game one of the set.
Color game strong on Dr. Bad Player's side.
Oh, absolutely.
I always forget that Wald is not like on the bad guy's side because he looks like he would, but he's so naughty.
Yeah, he looks threatening, but then turns out he's just grandpa.
His opening with Linne is probably one of my favorites in the game.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of a strong opening right now, Duck just going into that ROP is super strong. Like, the glide into the high-low, like, I don't want to call it unreactable, but it's actually probably unreactable. And the armor!
Yeah, so Heart does have armor on some of her moves.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
That crossed up!
That was crazy. And this corner combo, Duck has these on lockdown.
Same situation. Double overhead. Okay.
I kicked to death!
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that was a dominating match. Good lord. So like one of the things that I've noticed about Wald is that if you get in close to him, he has a really hard time unless he DPs, you know, getting his advantage back, and Duck just went in with Heart, especially when she had all of the he started using all the armored moves. Wald didn't have a chance.
Like the biggest thing about this, right, is that with Heart, all of those glide setups that he did, like all that Oki was DP proof. So like Dr. Bad Player had two options: block or try to go for a command throw super to beat the safe jump. But I don't know if even the command throw super could work, depending on the situation, because of how like you can. I don't know if you're able to like just cancel in time to like go back into the air with another like glide. And that confirmed.
So yeah, that Duck really likes to use that launcher Labras assist to just set up stuff for Heart, and he's really good at it.
Wait, that anti-air? Okay, Dr. Bad Player gets a chance to play now. And yeah, I really like this choice of super. This forces the corner, and then you're able to get a safe jump. Oh, but doesn't go for it.
Oh, is she gonna die? No, she's still hitting with a sliver.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see the assist. Nice check! Duck with the knowledge check, just going for it. The confirm!
This is insane.
Duck is going ham! Like, my goodness. Oh, no check on the assist call there, but you also gotta be careful with how losing that red X could be devastating. Counter hit 2A. Alright, just gonna keep it, just no assist call. Yeah, just now there's the assist call for the burst punish. This should just be a super dead Mika.
Yeah, I would be really surprised if she didn't die, and she did. The thing I really liked about Duck's play that whole time is he basically solo Labrist unless he knew that Heart was safe on, because he could have lost her easily on an assist call.
That's just coming down to like health management and like Duck's awareness of that, where it's just, you know for a fact that you have to keep that assist alive, because even if you have it as like a solo game, or if you have a solo like just a healthy character with somebody with one pixel, keep that pixel alive. You just gotta get that health management going. And Duck there, one thing I want to know as well, to end that round, he used the 5A auto combo, because after all that, you're still able to get cross raid and then just explode. So Duck dominating right now.
Yeah, and you mentioned the health management. I think that's something really important that we should point out about the way that Duck played that previous match, because Heart was, 20-25% health. He recovered almost 60% of Heart's health by careful gameplay and assist calls.
Absolutely, and then just using like proper active switch as well is very strong. Oh, but the happy birthday, and because it didn't cost the active switch there, you're able to get the full route here. Oh, but the Lapras drops out. Yeah, the mid-screen version.
Hit there.
Yeah, the mid-screen version's a little bit weirder in some of the scenarios, like right there. But Duck still had a life deficit, but the big thing about this is as long as you're able to force your game plan, and then if Duck gets that hit, that's where the danger comes out.
That was a weird draw 5 there from Heart, but now we get Heart combos. I love that.
Yeah, and then same situation. Oh, the way that Duck is using Glide is like masterful, to say the least.
So the thing with Arcana homing dash is that you can start in any direction, and it will then, after a couple of seconds, lock onto your opponent. So you can really mix people up with that. But Dr. Bad Player is getting his gameplay going here.
Yeah, like this has been Dr. Bad Player's found his openings and now is able to force the mix-up situation. 4P is going to go into it. What's the mix-up there? Goes for Mika Missile, and then, oh, not an actual mix-up. The command throw, but a little bit, it was either a little bit late or Duck was just holding that up. And
yeah, that was incredible blocking on Duck's part. And patience, too. Such patient gameplay.
Yeah, and now we're going to see, even if Dr. Bad Player are going to have to keep Wild out of the picture for just a moment. Nice use that meaty 5B. Oh, wow, but a little bit unfortunate. Oh, but the 5B, that's going to connect. Oh, but is that a dead Duck?
It could be. He didn't resonance. Now he did. Okay, this could be really bad for Duck if he's not careful.
Oh, but the 5C as the JB. This, I don't think the kills, but it's very close. Yeah. Now the player's living on a prayer.
Doesn't have much resonance to work with. That combo really wasted a lot of Bad Player's resonance.
Oh, but the charge JB gonna do it for Bad Player, get it on the board. Yeah, that's something like Bad Player got caught there from earlier with Daze against the JB, but landing for it again and it just connects. Very, very good stuff from both of them right now. Like,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, like whenever Duck gets to play, whenever Duck is like on the offense, it's so oppressive, but then Dr. Bad Player now is kind of adjusting, finds these like first point here or there, finds the situation to really capitalize, and then just forces his will.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the adjustments that Bad Player made in that match to capitalize on what his team can do really well. So there was a lot of good assist setups, and he played more Mika rather than Wald.
Yeah, this is definitely a Mika matchup for sure. Like the neutral game is going to be far better for Mika because, like we've seen, Wald has great buttons to kind of contest, but like you don't really get too much going off of him. Whereas Mika has the mobility to kind of air to air a little bit better. But now we're going to see Duck kind of go in. JC going to connect with there. Gets the full
combos.
Yeah, even goes for the double 4A pickup. Goes for the low again. All right, mixerization central. Yeah, this is the stuff you see from a Skullgirls player.
Oh, man.
Here we go. Okay, yeah, I'm not blocking that.
No.
I could not tell what side that was on. Meaty 5B working again. Okay,
that's
this
the third time he's hit with that combo.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, granted,
taking the overhead?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's something that to note is that, like, you don't see a lot of Lapras, so you don't know, like, I did not know that you could just go for the meaty 5B in that situation, just covers all tech options. But then guillotine combos with the axe, 9K, thank you, sir. Alright. So now, resonance in, but...
That kept him safe, briefly.
Yeah. And then just, the resonance there was kind of like asking to get mixed up, to be honest, because like in this, you have to resonance there, but at the same time you're like kind of getting really close. And then because the fact that Walt has that big hitbox, Lapras can specifically do instant air dash over JC to cross up, and then that's gonna be game. So Duck moves on.
That was a really... It was just so much fun to watch. I was gonna say something else, but I was like, that was just fun.
Yeah, that was a great set. He will be seeing Dante Thomas to qualify for top 8. Speaking of qualifying for top 8, this is gonna be a top 8 qualifier match. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Tempest NYC versus Daze.
Yeah, this is going to be something.
Yeah, this is one of the, looking at these top 8 qualifiers right now for winner's side, you have Tempest versus Daze, we're about to see Tactile side versus Phoenix or Eon, Velvet versus Risky Sweep, and then it's going to be Duck versus Dante Thomas. And like all of these are going to be really great. And like
they are.
And with Daze here, this is going to be interesting. So Daze used to play the team that Tempest is about to pick. This was his team for Frosty's. It was Frosty's 2019. I want to say it was the one where Kayame and everybody came over. I think it was like 2019.
I think that was 2019. Yeah.
So he got top 8 with this, and mind you, this was like that bracket was mad good. Like that was one of the tournaments with like a top 48, where like almost every single player was the top player at the time. Like that was
right. It was very stacked.
Yeah, and so like Daze made a good run. That I think he got like 5th or 7th, and like, but regardless, like played extremely well then with that team. So you know that Daze knows the ins and outs of how to fight this. But will Tempest be able to brawl his way in against F9?
That's a really great question. Now, if you think back to Daze's last match that we saw on stream, he was playing against Razzo's Carmine, so we've kind of seen how that matchup works for him. But, Tempest is an entirely different player.
Yeah.
When we saw him earlier, he was playing his Linne S, and we saw how much damage he could get out of a typically low damage team. What's he going to be able to do with 2 higher damage characters on his team?
You could tell from studying Tempest, like while watching the team and just studying for this, like there's one thing that Tempest does that is it's going to sound terrible, but it's also like he does it better than any other player, and he mashes. He mashes so hard in the best possible situation, and it's like he's playing like 18th level Yomi, like 5D chess with time travel almost. He played in this Under Night versus Blazblue exhibition that Diaphone put on, and he whiffed 5A. Like he whiffed Dachi 5A twice, and then just so that way he would connect the third one. And everybody was like, Tempest, why did you mash that? He's like, because nobody would expect the third match. And it was like,
nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, duh.
Exactly. It's so funny to see him play with it. And like, this is a team that like such a reward for mashing, if that makes sense. Like the Yang 5B you get strong conversions off of, Carmine 5A as well. Like Tempest is, like mentioned, also an incredibly fun player to watch. And it's just the team with it. This is a very strong Tempest team, and so this is going to be qualified for top 8. Who's going to make it? F9, Yang Carmine, Daze versus Tempest.
Now the thing is, whoever loses this match, it's not the end of their run. They have the opportunity to qualify out of losers, but everybody knows the losers. You get sent to losers. You just have to play so many more games than if you get into winners. You want to stay in winners.
No, yeah, absolutely. Like. There's the loser side. I think regardless of whoever wins this, you're probably going to see the other in the loser side, like top 8. But it's both these players are just so strong. But now we're going to see Nice knows the burst point for it. So
yeah, that was a great burst point.
Yeah, the 9 combo there has 2 real big burst points. It's at the launcher and then at the second button there, because most bursts will just whip. So now we're going to see how this is going to work out using the 6-piece effectively. Yeah, gets the situation here. Burst point yet again. But that was so much damage on Carmine. Oh my goodness, I just realized.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage.
Gets the corner swap. So gets the corner combo. There we go. 5A going to connect.
Yeah, it was interesting there that Tempest chose to go for what looked like a 5 anti-air, didn't reach, and now he's getting a ton of damage hit on him.
Yeah, like the 1-under from Daze. Daze is using, like, Seth is one of the fastest, I think, like, top 4 fastest characters in the game or something like that. And just running under Tempest, like, air mobility and then just getting across. That was ridiculously good play, and now Tempest going to cover a little bit of life, and just going to find an opportunity. Goes for the mix-up here, sandwich situation.
Oh, he almost got out of that sandwich situation scot-free, too.
And honestly, the 9 there just getting checked with 5B is totally fine for Daze. Try to check the 5B with a Scarlet Vein, doesn't really work out, but honestly it's a low commitment, so it's so fine just to whip it at times. Sprite gonna come in, add some pressure. Good push block.
Yeah.
This is death.
Oh, no!
Oh, didn't go for the falling punish on Carmine there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just playing patiently, scared, or never mind. I'm not gonna go with the latter.
Wow, it's a overhead, but doesn't get the confirm. And now sandwich situation. Resonance there. EX wheel. DPs. It's a neutral situation. Tempest he's gotta get this. Run up to it. Throw with EX wheel.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Oh, what a setup! What a setup with that Carmine Reaper.
That was crazy. So
I love that you said. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's like 4 insane situations back to back to back. Like Tempest, third eye Tempest reading the Scarlet Vein there, using the because whenever Carmine activates EX wheel in the air, he goes up. So he raised himself above the Scarlet Vein to connect with the EX wheel and to get the conversion.
What was it you said? 5D time travel chess?
Yeah, 5D chess with multiverse theory and time travel.
Like, yeah, I mean, he was 5 moves ahead in that situation.
Yeah, like, goodness great. If there's one thing that Tempest does more than any other player is win a scramble situation. And it was unfortunate because Daze did have that burst punish there, but it just did not work out that well. But now, see Tempest playing this, like, Tempest knows how to deal with 9. You can't commit to the neutral because she's really strong in the mid range, and it's just, if you get caught out, you're just gonna feel real bad about it. So now, counter hit confirm even.
Yeah, so speaking of feel real bad about it, let's begin this exhibition.
Oh, happy birthday situation, gets the sandwich, and now we're gonna have to block this? No, we just DP it. Multi-hitting DP. Oh, this is gonna be huge for Daze. This is unblockable. Oh, drops the unblockable!
No!
Oh my goodness, I hate to see it.
He really had the advantage there, but he dropped it.
Yeah, in that situation, I don't know if Spell Gauge may have been an issue, but you go for you 2C and you get Morganite rising overhead, and it's just unblockable.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do in that situation.
Well, how is this gonna work out? Oh, gets the cross up, but no. Oh, falling JB. Oh, and I burn it the moment she lands, gets the additional damage because of it.
Yeah, the patience from Tempest, the blocking during that entire cross combo was very, very smart.
Absolutely, and now Tempest should have a dead 9 here. Yeah, I just go for the super here. Cross combo. Oh, he's gonna try getting back that health. Oh, but drops the combo. DP, that's a dead Carmine.
Oh no.
Oh,
so, I mean, this is very doable for Yang. Yang, a very good solo character, but not if she whiffs a DP that she thought she was going to hit.
Yeah, that's super. The DP there was definitely out of frustration. So Tempest there activates cross combo. The whole idea is that from the cross combo, you're able to get Carmine. You're able to use an assist to allow Carmine to combo into the full 5-egg auto combo. He regens like 40% of that red health, or like 40 or 50% or something like that. And Carmine's super healthy. Activate cross raid because he's one of the best characters for cross raid, and then that's a dead 9. But the moment you drop that, like, you just lose so much advantage from going for, instead of just going for like the super there. It's a necessary risk because like if you get that combo, it's almost a checkmate scenario. But but now we're gonna see 1-1. How will they adjust to each other's gameplay? We're seeing more air fireballs coming out from Tempest.
Yeah, I was just about to mention, like, he really is trying to get those snipes from far away, those snipe confirms.
Then using more of that Carmine
jumping?
Yeah, instead now it's just jumping and then trying to like find a way in with like Carmine 6P and an air fireball. Just playing this long game.
Yeah, this is definitely the most patient and they've been playing. Oh, immediate crash.
That confirmed what Tempest was ridiculous, actually.
It was.
Oh, wow. Yeah, now instead, changing the corner position, combos from the 5B, counter hit, not going to be a ton of damage, but it's going to be a setup with 9. Try to go for the sandwich situation, Tex, got them.
It was a good tech, too. It could have been a lot of damage there.
Absolutely, and you can see Daze is just cool with letting them trade off health regions right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially since Carmine has to spend, well, they all have, like, their health management is great. Sorry, I was trying to watch the match and I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's like, it's where you want to be using like active social life to get the additional health regen, and you want Yang on point right now, so that way Carmine gets to cover that health. But we're gonna see Daze is gonna be able. You can tell Daze is trying to be the aggressor in a lot of these situations because of, you know, you don't want him to be getting this health back, and like they're using the 5B for neutral. Could be a sandwich situation with CC. It decides not to. We tech that again. EX wheel. We confirm from that. Daze does have burst. He has to be careful if he wants to even use it or not. Yeah, decides not, and decides to just go for the solo 9 comeback.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he had crashed that with 9, he could have risked losing her as well, and then having a sliver of health on Seth, and that's just not what
yeah, it's kind of the decision of who do you want to make the comeback with, 9 or Seth in this scenario. But now Tempest, this doesn't kill. Yeah, no, it doesn't kill, but very. He just woke up pro. And then should be able to, if he get, no, he does have the, yeah, the spell gauge was not in his favor there. Nice. Wow. And yeah, great awareness with that 5BB there has a gap in push block. You also, like, push block there is just smart because you could go for the burning gold there, and it widens the gap, and it's just such a good option. So
it is
another one.
Yeah, I like that you pointed out in the beginning the adjustments that Tempest had made, using more fireballs on Yang, playing more patiently. But then really once he started to get this new game plan into his fingers, he just went in on Daze.
Get ready.
Yeah, like it's kind of these two have this interesting dynamic with this matchup, is that both of them, like, I mean, like mentioned, playing this full screen, both of them kind of jumping around. Scarlet Vein versus Air Fireball, who's going to get what first? And then the moment things kind of get into this close range, it's just a Scramble City. Like, both players are very comfortable with just playing the Scramble game.
Yeah, and they're also really comfortable with waiting until they know they get a confirm. Like, neither of them is trying to force a situation that could potentially get them in trouble.
Absolutely. You never want to force that. Because if you think about it, both these, like, for Tempest team, if you force...
no, just said it.
Yeah, and now this is going to be throw bait, but a little bit late on the JP there, just to connect. But yeah, like, this is a situation where now Tempest is trying to force to get this health total line back up. The 6P covers the Amigo coming out. Stagger pressure. Seth, what? I did not block that.
No, and that reset too, that was a great time for Tempest to be with Semblance coming up to just sort of reset the pace of the match.
Yeah. Right. Goes for one throw bait, and then now goes for the throw pressure there. Nice tech. Now Daze, like, now this is a situation, yeah, Daze put 9 in the bag to get this health. Both players just willing just to go very slow with it.
Yeah, it seems like it's either very slow, patient play, or like this incredibly explosive.
Yeah, and that was just so smart from Tempest, like, awareness-wise. Just going for this, like, happy birthday situation, recognizing you got the hit. EX 214C connects, but then, rather 6P from that connects on the assist, and then gonna get the sandwich or the Oki situation. Trying to go for a, like, long throw bait. Oh, 214C. Yeah, you can't burst that, amigo.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, 50-50.
No. Yeah, geez, what are you gonna do about this?
Yeah, you either gotta block low or block the instant overhead, and the awareness Daze with the edge of the Timberland. Gonna connect, and that's gonna be tying up the set.
Yeah, so we're seeing adjustments on both sides. Like we had said, you know, there's more patient gameplay. It's really explosive when they do land a hit. And we're at 2-2. And I really feel like this could go either way at this point.
It really can. Like, if you, like, while noting, like, the first Scramble situation, Daze came out, like, with Tempest being at half-life on both of the characters, and then Tempest finds this one opening. This one opening on an assist from a full screen, like, 6P. And then Tempest just uses the cross combo and uses the pressure there to just delete their health. So then you just, now it's like two half health characters, one living on a prayer and one at full health. Like, just the awareness for both players. It's really gonna, honestly, I think what's gonna come down to is if Tempest gets keep doing what he's been doing and preventing Daze from getting these unblockable setups. I'm on both sides for his character.
Right, and I think for Daze, if he can get those unblockable setups, get some of the crazy Seth Ball cross combo setups that he's been going for, I think he's got a significant advantage.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, JB connects to confirm Tempest, but I hate that the burst connects on the JC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he jumps out of it, but gets caught again by Carmine.
Yeah, you could not see Carmine up there, but just able just to connect with the 5 JA there. 5Bs are coming out hot.
There's that anti-air, do it again.
Bursting Yang in the air is very scary. Bursting Yang is so scary because of how many armor and her combos.
Yes.
But now this is going to be down to the what JB connects, but okay, was not able to get the full follow-up though. Now this is going to be both characters. Any character could die in this situation.
Definitely.
Oh. Yeah, and then the burst decided to go. You know, I like this. If you're deciding to kill off the character, it's. Oh wow! Actually, is not able to finish the job there. Throw whiffs. Oh no!
I did not expect a throw there. This could be huge.
Yeah, 5P is gonna connect. Now this is a fuzzy setup. Oh, but doesn't go for the fuzzy. Instead, goes for the burst. All right, and now back to this neutral game. Carmine has so much recoverable life. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh. That's almost 90% of his life bar. If he gets all of that back, Tempest is in a really good place.
All he needs was a 5B. The neutral is strong with this one, and that's gonna be a top 8 winner side going to Tempest. Daze gonna have to qualify in the loser side. Great play from both players. That was a fun set.
That really was, and I mean, we said it could have gone either way. It really could have right to that last few seconds. But Tempest pulls it out, had really good Yang 5Bs for there.
Yeah, basically, like, that in that situation, though, the stickers from Daze. But the way it works in that scenario is that, like, if any point Daze gets corner combo and and Tempest is either gets burst, like if Daze takes him to the corner, right, and has the assist ready to punish a burst, you lose either character because the unblockable setup. Like, it's a situation where where it's Tempest's game that he has to just make this read, make this call out, and just believe in it, and then it's up to Daze to just play this slow game with with keeping the assist in the back line and then just going for it. So really, it just came down to who got the first hit. And
it did. And I think that's why they adjusted their gameplay so much after the first and I think it was really the second round, into that slow, neutral jump heavy, projectile heavy gameplay.
Yeah, it definitely came down, like, the adjustment from Tempest was super good. And then we saw the adjustment for the adjustment, and then it kept the way they were playing around each other was super great, and the way Tempest was confirming that the air to airs was top class.
Oh, it was for sure. There was just so much incredible high intensity gameplay in that set.
Oh, absolutely! And now we're gonna have a Georgia Classic here.
Georgia Classic.
Tactile and Phoenix. So I actually don't know how often these guys play. I say it's a Georgia Classic because they're both from Georgia, but I don't think I've ever seen them play. Tactile goes to the locals. I know Phoenix does not because he's kind of young and in school, so he doesn't get a chance to come out to the locals. So, but I want to see. So I'm curious how Tactile's style of play is going to contest against Blake Yumi.
Yeah, I'm not sure because, Tactile really showed off his versatility with the Ruby Yumi setups, especially when he would call those Ruby assists, the corkscrew assists to get underneath everyone, knock up the players. We had mentioned during that particular set that his, you know, he's been playing Ruby for a very long time. He's very familiar with how the character works and his routes that he can take. Yeah, it's against Blake. I'm not sure how that's going to match up. That's a really good question.
Yeah, like, for the Blake matchup, I don't know how exactly it goes, but I think Yuumi does fine against Blake, and Ruby, I mean, if Blake wants to be in the air, Ruby can whiff two, I think on Super Jump it's like 3 JAs before falling, so like, you got the anti, like, you have the anti-air game, like, for the air-to-airs down. It's just going to come down to, I think, honestly, it's really going to come down to who gets the first opening.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I feel like we're probably going to see a lot of bursts. We're probably going to see a lot of, you know, just like raw tags to save whatever character that they think is going to be the better one in whichever matchup. What I'm really interested in seeing is if they prefer a Yuumi matchup.
I think you still start. I mean, you always start with B point. I don't know about. I think Blake. I think you pretty much gonna be playing both these point games, and then have a Yuumi assist. What also is kind of curious is that with both these teams, they have a single target super and aerial ray for a mixed up. So, like, if they ever are in a sandwich situation and they don't block aerial ray properly, they both eat 9k.
Oh yeah,
like unburstable. It's fair. So it's gonna be very. I'm very interested to see how this is gonna work out between these two.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a very interesting fight and something really fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And another thing is, because they're both like Georgia, like the connection's gonna be great. So it's this is gonna be the fantastic to see. Tactile East Side, Phoenix Aeon Crescent, Game 1. See how this starts out.
I love this opening with Ruby Yuumi. I think it's so precious. So precious.
So now we're gonna see how this will work out. I imagine like round start JA. Okay, no, just round start jump in JB with an assist. I was expecting a little bit more of a respectful round start. It's now gonna go for. You can see now he's gonna go for happy birthday.
Oh, this is huge.
He doesn't go for like the most optimal routing, but this is dead character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, well actually, because of the fact that the burst there. Oh wow, it goes for the empty jump low. This is Tactile is running this first game. Oh wow, but yeah. The buzzsaw just barely connects. JA,
how dare you ruin the perfect?
Oh yeah. I mean, look, not a perfect. No bird gonna connect. Yeah, now Blake is gonna need to activate those resonance just to get some life to play with. Alright, and yeah, no cross combo from Tactile. I imagine he's gonna be trying to save the assist a little bit. Trying to go for the 4P for a whiff punish. No, does not get it though. Sandwich situation, active switch, that's game 1.
Yeah, that was... The first part of that was Tactile just showing a combo video.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how you play Ruby Yuumi in the corner, and this is how you delete a character while doing it.
It was a really good start, because we saw, like, Aeon was really just expecting, like, I assume, like, a round start 5B from Ruby, like, 5B, 6P maybe, or, like, just 5B and then see what goes on from there. But then just getting caught in with the jump, not reacting to the JB, and then into the corner, the safe jump, even though he's able to push block Ruby, the block stun from Yuumi 5P just forces the additional layer of mix-up. And then from there, it was lights out.
Yeah, it really was. And we've seen such strong play from Phoenix. Like, his previous 2 matches were they were pretty dominant in his favor, and to see him kind of flail like he did in the previous the previous game was, you know, not something I was expecting to see.
Yeah. But now we're going to see how Phoenix can make this adjustment. I kind of just want to see round start 5A from Tactile. But instead just goes the respect of his own. Yeah, the JA, you love to see it. It's behind so fast. Very good normal. Oh, and able to confirm. Oh, but the burst hitting both sides, very good stuff. Throw bait. it's gonna be a corner setup for Aeon. And do
Yeah,
know.
and he could... Yeah, he wanted to try to set up for a super situation with the assist.
Yeah, the 4P there is great.
Quite have the timing.
4P there is great for the block stun because the fact of just how like you get an air dash mix there. You can also the drop.
No, he dropped it. He was trying to set up for that double resonant super.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
Oh no! And now this is gonna be Tactile's time to shine. Gets the mix up. Oh, but the no mix up, and then gets the super. It does kill. Oh no!
No! He's got a pixel!
And then the burst punishment!
To save the character?
Right? And then yeah, just go for like the 7k route pretty much. Gets the sandwich situation, empty jump low. And yeah, this should be a yep, cross
yeah, he does. Yeah, that was a smart use of cross raid.
Then bada boom. Alright, what's the mix up? Oh good push block. That was a fantastic push block. If you don't push block there, you're just forcing the 50-50. And now, but crossed himself up, and then another cross right to close it out. Game 2 goes to Tactile as well.
It was definitely a much closer match than it was the first time, but Tactile he has the reads. I think he's another person who's playing 5D time travel multiverse chess.
Exactly, like Tactile from experience and from like hanging out with him so much, like the way he plays fighting games, not just tag, just fighting. He plays the player more than he plays the team, like or the team or the characters or whatnot. He plays the player. So like the way he plays against like Crescent and like or Phoenix or whatnot is gonna be different than how he plays against Fate. And we saw with how he fought the Mitsuru Heart player from earlier. Like, the way he played that is totally different. Using still the same team, but he's playing the player. That's what's really getting him into, like, winning situations.
Right. I want to come back to playing the player, because I think we're going to see that a lot more in top 8. But I'm going to make a note of that, and we'll talk about that after the match.
Absolutely. So now we're going to see. So game 3, Tactile's on set point, but Phoenix is definitely not out of it.
No, and he definitely got a lot stronger in the second match that we saw.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Now we're going to see how will Phoenix make this adjustment here. Just deciding to go full screen, and then, so Tactile, that's something to note. If your opponent is going full screen, that was like layers of mix-up, because that's something
There's so much happening.
We, like, again, kind of like noting what Tactile likes to do is that he will, like, he could have confirmed it to a combo from that 6P, but why go for that whenever he could go for a mix-up additionally and then get more damage from it? And it goes for the super. Oh, doesn't actually, goes for the burst safe route, and then instead now going to be able to get the, I'm not going to go for supers here, just going to go for the safe jump through the corner. Yep, and then creates the mix-up there, goes for the overhead this time. Did that? I don't think that crossed up, but I'm not entirely sure, actually.
I'm not either. There was so much happening between the two characters. I mean, for the vast majority of that segment, there were 3 to 4 characters on screen the entire time.
Yeah, and that's just it. That's just it.
That was dominant.
That was crazy. Like, the way Tactile played that was, like, Tactile has, like, I mean, again, going back to the playing the player, the way Tactile plays into it is, like, phenomenal, because, like, the way, normally UFC player, like, example right there, he calls at 6B and runs forward. Normally, some people would like to air or, like, force this situation. Tactile says, nah, I just want the sandwich situation. And then I get a full screen sandwich. And then converting from that into saying, okay, well, I can convert from the 6P, but if I do a cross-up, I get more damage. So if I just go for the cross-up, then why should I not go for that? Nobody's going to expect it. So it's just like, it's just mixturization. And so just going for that was just so smart. And then Phoenix was not ready for any of it. And then, like, playing the bird, like, Tactile just played out of his mind.
He really was. And, sorry, I just got excited about the tank. I love tank. I don't play tank particularly well, but I love him anyway. Yeah, playing the player is something that we're going to see a lot in this top 8, especially because so many of these players are, top 16, top 8 players, and they've played each other frequently, so they're going to know the mentality that their opponent is in, and, at that level, you're not playing what the character does, you're playing the way that person executes the character. And I think that's something that we're going to see a lot of in this particular East Coast top 8.
This is another qualifier for top 8. So we saw Velvet earlier against Dippy, but I have not seen the other player.
So Johan Hat in Smash.gg, he's Risky Sweep. He is a Tennessee player based out of Knoxville. Super cool guy. He also commentates BBTAG. And runs a couple tournaments down in Knoxville as well.
Oh, there you go. So supporting the scene, but we'll see how they can adjust against with the Yumi S. I mean, this team is also mad good.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how this can adjust against Velvet's style here. Alright, gonna get the full route. Guillotine gets the pickup. There we go.
So in the first match that we saw Velvet play, he didn't have the best first match, but came back in a really solid 3-1. But he's not taking that first round to figure out how this is going to play.
No, like something that Velvet's really just decided to do is say, instead this time, instead of playing passive and trying to see what my opponent's doing, I'm just going to force my will. And I mean, that's working out against Johan right now. 5C connect, spin the bar. Oh, come on, you're 5. Alright, but so this is something to know is that if Risky Sweep kind of gets started, you have the assist to really convert from your instant overhead. So we're not going to be seeing it this game because it's going to be a solo Yumi comeback, but how will be able to come... Not with a DP on block! No. That should be it with a cross combo. Yeah, follow, and then 5C. Another guillotine, 2C, and then just going to be able to get the full...
Oh, no, but he dropped it. This could be an opportunity for Risky Sweep.
Yeah, definitely a chance here.
Grab. Oh, no, you can't confirm with fans off of a grab. You have to 5A.
Yeah. So now it's 5A special, but now so that's gonna be game 1 for Velvet.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a stronger round 1 than we saw the first time he played, but you know, he didn't get it for free.
No, he definitely
got a couple of good hits in there.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to... One thing I do want to note for, like, at least the comp is that I would like to see Risky Sweep swap to S point. S's point value is super good. Her, like, neutral and her mid-range is, like, solid. And then she's able there to capitalize with Yumi's assist and kind of force, like, situations that maybe Yang or Labras especially don't really want to deal with at times. And then just going for, like, instant overhead assist call and it's burst safe, and then you just go for stuff there. And yeah, like, right there. You'd love to see it. So now, how will Risky Sweep adjust to this? Correct.
No, I am really glad that he switched to S for all of the reasons that you mentioned. So, and he jumped right over it.
Oh, but cross
switches to you.
Yeah, cross rate in. The good thing about cross rate is that it does add that additional like 1.5k, but it does cost you all your assists. Usually, you want to see it either whenever you're about to kill and you really need it to kill, or whenever you're going to, like, whenever you don't have any assist gauge left. So that way it's just a free additional 1.5k.
Right. But he spent a lot for that, and that was a whiff DP. He's going to lose the character for that.
Yeah, definitely. And now this is going to come down to, like, 2 mix-ups, and then it should be game, but we're going to see if Risky Sweep is going to be able to contest from here. The 6P is going to cover. Yep, and then to be able to JC, super, that's going to be game 2.
Yeah, a very fast game 2. While I did like that Risky Sweep switched to the S in the beginning, he just wasn't able, except for that one jump over Labras's, what was that, her 5B? No.
The guillotine.
Yeah.
Or the round start, yeah, it was the 2B,
yeah.
And then later he got caught by the...
Right, yeah, except for that, he wasn't really able to use any of S's moves to his advantage.
Yeah, and that along with, like, you gotta stick with the S point there, and then, like, it probably was just some misinputs. Like, we saw a couple of misinputs there with going for the cross rate and going for the DP on block. Like, you hate to see DP, but you gotta just have to see, kind of clean up the execution still in there, and you're gonna be able to see if who's gonna be making it into this top 8 from here on the winner's side.
Yeah, so, Risky Sweep may be considering a character switch. He's going to switch to Yumi Heart.
This is a good team. So
yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
you want to put Hurt on point, and then you're going to be doing a lot of glide 6P.
Hard is not on point.
You can still find a way to get Hard on point, because I mean, like, Yumi still has like decent enough round start options, to where you can kind of like just go for something into like a. I wonder how good the diagonal air like J236B for Yumi with Hard 6P is. Sounds like it's good. But now we're going to see how he's going to be able to do this. You really want Heart on the point side, mainly because of the fact that you're able to then start forcing glide plus assist shenanigans. And, ooh, but the jump cancel. Be big damage coming up from... There we go. Yeah, 8.2.
Oh, and it was a blue beat combo, too. He dropped it on, it looked like the 5th hit, so, Risky Sweep he wasn't ready to tech.
Yeah, Risky Sweep was... One thing you gotta note for tag is that unless, for most any situation, you want to be holding down a button just so that way, if they do drop their combo, because not everybody's got it.
Right, and even if they do got it, you can miss it.
Yeah, exactly. So then just going for, like, just hold that button, and then unless it's like so very niche situations, like with a DP air reset bait, but that does not matter too much. That's gonna be a very clean sweep for Velvet to make it into the top 8.
And good for Velvet. He had a really strong showing here. And I think, is that 2 Labruses in top 8? No, Duck hasn't played yet.
Yeah, Duck has not played yet. Duck, I believe, will be next, actually, against Dante Thomas. So potentially 2 Labruses in top 8. We're going to see what Dante has to say about that. That does mean that if Dante does make top 8, it's the difference between either 2 Labruses or 2 Yumi or Narukami Adachi mains. So we're gonna see which one we're gonna see more of. I'm super excited.
Me too, because both Dante and Duck had incredibly strong matches when they played prior. So I feel like this is gonna be so explosive.
Oh, absolutely. This is gonna be coming down to like mentioned, Dante has a very, very aggressive style of play. He likes to just force issues and then just like keep going at it. And Duck is very, like, he knows how to handle the neutral, and he knows how to force like to show him those glide mix-ups and whatnot. Like, the man's is a Scramble Lord coming from Scramble Lord. We have to, like, so we're gonna see how the master of a scramble versus just he who forces the will collide.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this, especially because the way Duck plays Heart, I feel like could really be to his advantage against Dante's Adachi Narukami.
Yeah, it's also going to come down to what, like, who's going to bait what. Like, because Dante, I imagine, could, like, DP a lot of the hard stuff, while at the same time, because, like, Adachi's DP counter can catch out some of the Heart glide safe jumps. But at the same time, if Duck baits it, then Heart with charge 5B punish on that is, like, really high damage. So
yeah, very high damage.
We're gonna see who's gonna get that once Dante Thomas hits the ready button on his controller.
That ready button.
Yeah, that's the one.
We found it.
So we're gonna see how this will work out. Kind of talked a little bit about the last set with Heart. In this situation, you're gonna be seeing Heart going for glide with this Labra 6P in the back line to really contest, but at the same time, Duck is going to have to find his way to navigate around the 6P B09 active switch setups.
Yeah, both of these teams have strong synergy, so it'll be so cool to see what they can do against each other.
Ooh, and nice confirm from Duck. Goes for the low, a little bit late on it, so Dante... Yeah, and that shown, there it is, the DP unblockable.
Oh, and that laser from Heart.
Yeah,
this is so back and forth.
Cool. Yeah, this is going to be an active switch, and that's going to be a great block from Dante.
Oh, the overhead gets him, though.
Yeah, the command throw connects, and then that's going to be a cross slash. It hit late, so okay, yeah, you just don't get a combo from it. I thought you could if it was late hit, but was really worried about the active crits of that 6P. Active switch, but it's burst safe, amigo. Aziodyne loops in the corner, we got these.
Yeah.
Ooh,
oh, he whiffed that one, though. And now, does Heart get to do anything?
Not for a little bit, but Now, oh, the happy birthday!
Oh, Duck has these.
Oh, absolutely does. Cross combo, that's gonna kill the assist first. And it doesn't have double super or anything, but able to connect, and now it's gonna be baited the DP, but not enough.
No, not
Dante
at all.
has a million bar here. So cross slash doesn't kill, but it is gonna set up. Yep, but it is a safe jump.
Overhead.
Yep, it does, even on EX cross slash, it does set up for a safe jump, but you get triple overhead or like overhead low, or you get so many layered mix up. It's really good.
Oh, but Dante has this Narukami combo down.
Plus frames, we push block those.
Oh, we go low!
Alright, guillotine. This shouldn't kill. It is Red Axe though. Yeah, no, it was too bright. Oh my goodness!
What was that? Wow!
I did not get to see if Dante went for the anti-air, but that should be like anything that wasn't a D there because of how like these delayed air movement. That was
disgusting.
That was so the brain expansion happening. That was crazy.
I expect that to show up like 5 people to clip that moment, like right now, because that was ridiculous.
That was so great play. But it does set up for the Bziodine, and it's such good mix-up, but we block those. Great block from Duck. Force to the corner, push block out. You really don't want to be in the corner against Hart. Ooh, but might not have a chance here. Oh, but DP it.
Oh, she said, my turn.
Yeah, 1 for 1. Alright, and yeah, just gonna set up a couple projectiles for the full game. Gonna be able to get things started here for Narukami. 6P connects. Gonna be able. Oh yeah, this is just a full combo. That's burst safe because Bziodine, baby! Alright, pick up from the 2B, and yeah, this should be a safe jump. So that's gonna be a safe jump, so yeah. Is it a safe DHC though? No, it's not. That might be yeah, that's a dead Labrys. Maybe? Almost.
Oh, how is that not dead? That's insane.
Almost.
And Hart blocked all of that.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, Zeodine gets connected. Hart. This matchup is kind of annoying for Adachi because of the fact that the glide could really mess with, like, going for a Zeodine in neutral. Alright, now you want to set up again, and like mentioned, the glide back in, gonna connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Duck's use of homing dash in this particular match has been exquisite. Just the, like maneuvering around Adachi, all of those moves where there's an opening, Hart's found it.
Okay, I was not blocking that cross up, and so now.
No. Jumps over. What a cross up!
Duck is playing out of his mind. The glides to get to the Zeodine. The forcing the push block reads with the what's it called, D punch, and just so many other things that Duck is doing is just brilliant. Dante, not out of it. He can adjust. I imagine a character's.
Yeah,
maybe.
It seems like nope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. I didn't see it in time.
Yeah, no, he did the classic of like you queue up for it, and then the moment you got his execution from character select to ground start is ridiculous. Oh, and the intros. But now we're gonna Carmine round. So I like the Carmine matchup against Hart because of the fact that you still have like the projectile game that can be annoying with the way her armor interacts with projectiles, but you have just such strong neutral game with Carmine and like good mix-up options that it's just like you might as well give this a shot. The Adachi was not working out.
Yeah, Adachi definitely wasn't. Hart, as I said in the previous match, was using that homing dash, was able to just open him up so much. Although this Carmine might not live to see the end of this Labrys combo. Oh, he does!
Yeah, barely able to live just because of the no bar, but it is still gonna be like Carmine living on a prayer. Like, you're gonna have to regen all of that, but you can't be looking at that life bar, you're gonna be looking for that overhead, amigo! Yeah, and again, the push block reads. Duck is playing Dante a fiddle.
He really is.
Now, yeah, and there you go again. Just at that time.
That punch whiffed, so he was able to get a little bit of damage there, but
Air unblocked with the Bloodhouse. Gonna be able to set up for the full combo from it. And yeah, oh, didn't get the assist call for the burst punish.
And the overhead from Labrys, that just kills him.
Yeah, but if there's one character you can't count out for making a Resonance comeback, it's gonna be Narukami, unless
you just wake up super?
But if you do the DHC too early, you just drop the full combo. So Dante has a chance here. Oh, the DP! And I say the glide! Oh, but the 4-tech into the 5B, that's gonna be game! Duck moves on.
That was insane!
Yo, that was easy. Like, that was... Dante had that comeback coming, but then just, like, Duck had that round sealed, but then just the early DHC was expecting to get only need that little bit of damage. Duck moves on. Winner's side, top 8.
So I think the top half of our bracket for top 8 is complete. So let's take a look at that real quick. And if you want to, you can, I believe it's an exclamation point bracket. Type that into chat and you can follow right along with us.
Absolutely. On the winner side, for top 8, we will be having Tempest NYC versus Tactile East side. I'm super excited to see that. And then on the other side, you're going to have Duck versus Velvet, which is going to be a Labrys mirror, potentially.
Oh, and then we're actually almost completely rounded out with our top 8. And our losers, our first match of losers top 8, it's going to be Daze versus Aeon Crescent. And then in the bottom part, it's going to be Golden Mop versus, we don't know yet, they're still playing.
Yeah, this is going to be Razzo, and Razzo's going to be playing Dante. Ooh, wait, Razzo versus Dante Tommy?
Really?
Is that a stream? Or are we going to, what's the plan here? Let me check the Discords.
Yep. I am not sure, but I'm sure we will be communicated with shortly.
Yeah, because I'd be super excited to see that if that's a potential on stream.
Yeah, while we are just sort of in this moment, this is a good time to thank our awesome streamer for hosting this. We really appreciate everything that he does, and to help support all of the players who have entered both the East Coast and the West Coast Anime BBTAG brackets, AnimEVO BBTAG brackets, go ahead and type exclamation point Maturino into chat. You can get a code for 50 cents. All of those donations help support our players, and we really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely support Guzman, give that follow, whatnot, subscribe if you can. Definitely hosted the 2v2 tournament earlier yesterday and moved on to the, we'll be hosting the West Coast side tomorrow, but it looks like we will be taking a 15-minute break. Stay tuned to grab a snack and get ready for some good top 8 action.
Yep, I'm super excited. We will catch you guys after this 15-minute break.